following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Good evening, Rough Rider fans. Welcome back to YouTube, the Net SN Live. Tonight, October game, week 8 of the season, week 3 of the district. Hello, everyone. Chris Wellington here, and tonight, to my right is the longtime radio and live stream voice of Rough Rider football, Mr. Rob Payne. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Mr. Wallington. Nice to be back here at the ranch, and tonight we host the 0-8 Brownsboro Bears, who've been beaten up all season and who come in tonight at 0-2 in the district season, having faced Bullard and Athens. Their only chance at postseason contention is to win at least 2 games. Well, next week they face a struggling Rusk team, but they're more than 40-point underdogs tonight against Center. And, Chris, they may be 60-plus point underdogs when they close the season against Carthage.
Yeah.
And regional quarterfinalist, Team Tennis. Team members are Chris Acosta, Wade Collar.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we don't play to the scoreboard or necessarily to the opponent. We play the game to the standard in which we practice and what we expect our kids to play. So it's just another opportunity for us to show everybody what we're about and put our best version of the game on the field.
All right. So over the next 25 minutes, we're going to learn a lot about tonight's matchup against the Brownsboro Bears. We've talked to Rick Meeks. We'll go to Holly Herndon on the field for a visit with a varsity cheerleader. We'll take you to the Center Motor Company neutral zone to meet seniors T.Q. Robinson and Omar Barsones. There's a lot more to do before 7:30. Welcome, everyone. It's the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show here on YouTube with the Northeast Texas Sports Network, and we're going to be getting you ready next.
All right, before we go, though, folks, we just saw the introduction of the Center High School team tennis group who made it several rounds into the playoffs.
Good.
And now we're looking at, we're seeing our cross-country team that went really well. Don't worry about it, Wellington. Collard's got it.
That's
because
great.
with Collard, you get see clearly.
You see clearly with your optometrist, Dr. Randy
That's
Collard.
right.
I'm so glad they're recognizing it.
Yeah, and so while y'all were doing your thing, we had the team tennis group out there, a large number of them. And just quickly, Wellington, give an update. Let everybody know how
they went They went 3 deep. They won district. They won by district and area. It was in the regional quarterfinals that they lost to a red-hot team from China Spring. So very good. And the cross-country team, it just continues their excellence. That's where he's heading next. Is that right?
Yes.
So we will listen carefully to what they say as we take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know all about it.
And that's bonus coverage brought to you
that's right.
by Dr. Randy Collard for your optometrist needs on the square. And then we're going to hear from Wright Chrysler, which brings us the pregame show.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Welcome back to the ranch, folks, for the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show live from Rough Rider Stadium. The Brownsboro Bears are in town tonight, and as always, we'd like to start the show with our counselor and his pregame brief.
Well, thank you, Mr. Payne. A lot of stuff going on this evening. We're in the meat of the district race, and this is a Brownsboro team. They've had a rough season.
They have.
But this is kind of a dangerous. This game we should
we should defeat this team handily. This is the kind of game, this is kind of a what do they call them, a trap game, because we've got Athens, which is probably the most important game of the district season, because probably nobody's going to beat Carthage here on out. They're probably going to lock down the number one. And then tonight, Pleasant Grove plays Gilmer, which will likely set 1 and 2, and then Pleasant Grove will still have to play Van. So those are likely the 1, 2, and 3 teams in our by-district pairing. So, do you want to possibly play Van, which is no cakewalk, or do you want to have Gilmer or Pleasant Grove in the first round in your by-district? So it's. I think when push comes to shove, as good as Van is, I think we'd rather play Van. So that means we're really focused on Athens next week, because that's likely going to decide 2 and 3 unless we don't take care of business, which we need to take care of business tonight. That's what I want to see happen. I want to see the Riders put this one away early and maybe, have the backups in and midway through the second half.
Get done with the game early and then
That's
put
right.
folks in that need some practice.
That's exactly right.
Game experience.
That's my brief, sir.
Thank you very much, Counselor. Always looking forward to hearing from you. And as we move closer to kickoff tonight, we'll continue in our pregame show coming up next, live from Rough Rider Stadium.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by wrightchryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
All right, folks, it's time for our coach talk. We saw the intro. Now, Chris Wallington met with Coach just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. I hope I did.
We hope he did.
Yeah. Coach, this is a team that's it's a district game. They don't have any wins, but it's just as important as the last one.
Absolutely, and they've done some things over the course of the last couple of weeks that, we've really got to honor. And like we talked Monday, we've got to be disciplined in what we do. But you're right, they're the next one up, and so it's just as important as any other ones that we've played.
What's one of those things that they've done that you need to honor?
Offensively, they have some. They've got a very explosive receiver, and one of their running backs carries it more than the other, but he's the same. So, they both dictate a lot of our calls tonight, and so we've got to recognize them in formation so we're lined up correctly. Because if not, very explosive in what they can do offensively.
All right, Coach. Thanks. We'll talk to you post-game.
Yes, sir.
All right, we thank JBA Financial for the sponsoring the Coaches Talk. We'll take a break. We come back to the ranch for more pregame show live on NetSN.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more.
Welcome back to the Stadium Pregame Show, live from the ranch. Now it's time for our cheerleader spotlight. Holly Herndon is down on the sidelines.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Wow. Holly.
So we're trying to connect to Holly.
Who's currently unavailable.
She's right there. She is waiting for you.
Okay, I think she must have been calling me at the same time.
We're about to do the school song.
Oh, let's not do the interview during the school song. We'll call you back.
Okay.
So we'll do the cheerleader spotlight here in just a few moments as they get ready to do the school song.
Why don't
Moving
we
forward
skip to area roundup?
We can do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. All right. So it's time for the area roundup, brought to you by Campbell's Portable Buildings. We have terrible timing on that.
Absolutely.
At least it wasn't the prayer this time.
But maybe it will be in a moment.
So here's the area roundup, brought to you by Campbell's Portable Buildings.
Campbell's Portable Buildings brings you the area roundup. We begin in Conference 4A, District 8. That's Centers District. Let's check in on the Rough Riders. They come in tonight as the state's number 22 team, 1-1 in district, 6-1 overall. The Brownsboro Bears, they haven't won yet, district or overall.
Okay.
State number 88. The Rough Riders are picked by 43. At number 32 in the state, Athens is also 1-1 in district. Rusk is considerably lower in the rankings, but they're 1-1 in district, but Athens is picked to win by 19. Then there's the state number 1, Carthage, and they're taking on a Bullard team that they are supposed to beat tonight by almost 60 points. Carthage over Bullard. Now let's look at the Shelby County teams. 2A Division II, Tenaha, it's unusual to see them at the bottom of their district, but that's where they are, 0-2, ranked state number 27, and against Cushing, they're 10-point underdogs. Now we shift gears to 2A Division I, District 11. Shelbyville is the surprise of the season. They were able to beat 6-1 overall, 2-0 in district. They beat Timpson and then Garrison both by 1 point. St. Augustine at 2-4, but they are 0-2 in district. They really need a district win. It will be difficult. Shelbyville picked by 23 tonight. The Timpson Bears are not having a bad season. It's 3-3 and 1-1, but you're not expecting mediocre when you're the defending state champs. Joaquin's season better than anyone intended it. 5-2 overall. They are actually favored to beat Timpson at home tonight. And then the Garrison Bulldogs. They have only lost one district game at Hemphill, which is the doormat of that district. Well, Garrison's picked by 44. That's the area roundup brought to you by Campbell Portable Buildings, because your building matters. And Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, the pregame show continues after this. Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by wrightchryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. So you can come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
It's one of the great slogans, right? Just tell them James sent you. But when James Campbell sent you away from Campbell Portable Buildings, he wanted it to be something that met your needs. Whether it was storage or some inside beautiful living area, they can take care of you at Campbell Portable Buildings, where your building matters. They say, go Riders. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by wrightchryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. So you can come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Hey, number 13, what's your name? And what's your position?
Tight end or OLB.
Okay, so which way do you think you'll probably play tight end? So that's your main concentration. We're going to use a tight end some this year? I mean, I know you always do as a blocker, but also as a receiver, that's a whole different element. We saw a little of that last year. Are you excited about it?
Yes.
So you and your quarterback getting a good chemistry? Have you grown up with, have you always been a center rough rider?
Yes.
So you were playing ball with these guys when you were wearing flags. All right. Well, good luck to you, and I hope that the tight end position is all you want it to be. Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center. Number 19, what's your name? I knew that. And what's your position?
Kicker.
Of course. And how you feel about that whole kicking business?
I like it.
Yeah? You ever done any kicking?
Yeah.
Yeah? You do any kicking like for the Rough Riders before?
Yes, sir.
Huh. Would you say that you had a good year last year?
Yeah, I did. Made a round 2 and play round 1.
During the regular season, you must have kicked 7,000 extra points because we scored 7,000 touchdowns. Never missed one.
Now, that was the kicker that graduated last year.
That was last year, so if the pressure's on, you think you can do it?
Yeah.
You ready?
Of course.
Okay, he set the bar. What is your comfortable range on a field goal that you're pretty sure you can make every time?
The 40.
That's a 50-yarder?
Yeah. Or 30.
Okay. So you feel like from the 30 it's going to go every time, but you can make it from the 40, a 50-yarder. That would be great. I hope that works out. All right. Thanks for your time, man. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Thank you for joining us on the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show. Now that you're ready for the game, let's get you out to those guys that's bringing you the action. The Center Rough Rider Broadcasting Crew. Enjoy the game, everyone.
All right, folks, sorry about that. We had a technical glitch that we have fixed.
The internet makes this all possible and makes it all frustrating at the same time.
The Shelby Savings Bank opening kickoff was fielded by the Riders around the 30-yard line, and not much return, so they started around their own 33-yard line. Incomplete pass from Bellin down to Ratcliffe on the sidelines brings up a 2nd down and 10, and a intended running play, but the Riders move backwards rather than forwards as the Brownsboro Bears defensive line forces them back, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Riders.
We talked to Coach Meeks about in his pregame intro that they have made some tweaks in the last couple of weeks that have made them a little more formidable. Those were 2 really good back-to-back defensive plays by the Bears. A flag down on the play, though. It's going to give, it looks like the Riders' 2nd down over again. Oh, no, it was a defensive holding, so automatic first.
All right. So we had a glitch with our sound. It has been fixed. I'm not sure any of your good work and the kickoff intro went through.
Well, that often is the case, but maybe that was best. So 2nd down, Mr. Payne.
It is. All right, here we go on 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard penalty.
I thought it was a holding penalty, and we got the down over. I honestly
Probably
didn't see the flag.
Offside.
It was offside, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Let's recap the kickoff intro.
We are going into the game tonight wanting to win, and because most likely Athens will win, and we'll both be in 2nd place tie when we meet them next week. That's what kind of is at stake tonight.
All right, fake the handoff, and Bellin back
He's gonna be able to run.
Looks left, looks right, and now throws. Ball is completed to
no, I think it's incomplete.
Timothy Johnson. Did he not catch it?
No, he did not catch it.
Uh-oh, I
Hard
thought
to
he
tell.
had it at the 45-yard line, but it ends up being incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down. Riders just need to get 5 yards and focus on the next set.
So anyway, we have a Carthage is 2-0. A lot of other teams are knotted up at 1-1 except for Brownsboro. So there'll be some separation after these games this weekend.
Bellin and Bluford in the backfield. Bluford gets the carry. It's going to get the 1st down for the Riders, and up close to the middle of the field for a much-needed 1st down for the Center Rough Riders.
What is that? I believe that's called a Ray Jones Chevrolet.
First down.
Ray Jones Chevrolet,
And
1st down.
After this play, we'll get the Ray Jones keys to the game from Mr. Shires.
Ball is snapped quickly. Johnson catches a great pass in a crossing pattern at the 35-yard line and is out of bounds deep inside Bears territory. And just like that, the Riders have a Ray Jones 1st down at the 15-yard line.
In the State Farm, Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
And we need to pop a pepper.
Let's do it.
Right there, pop a pepper.
What do you about the Ray Jones keys at the game, Mr. Shires? Well, we'll have to wait after this one.
1st down, Bluford gets the carry, and actually
3 guys
going to fake, and Bellin's going to keep it, come around the left-hand side, gets around the corner, and is going to be just inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, good run. Didn't think that was going to amount to much. What are the Ray Jones keys to the game, Mr. Shires?
I mean, this is a team, Brownsboro. It's kind of what I said in my pregame brief. This is a classic trap game for the Rough Riders. Big game next week, like we talked about in the kickoff intro that nobody got to hear. But, I mean, so we need to come out and play with intensity. I'm going to see what Coach has to say with Holly at halftime. Did we play with intensity, or is he going to be not happy about that?
2nd down is a fake. Bellin then throwing for the corner of the end zone. Lobs it in. And
waiting for the call. Touchdown!
Touchdown. I was afraid he was going to call out of bounds.
Yeah, me too.
Touchdown Riders in the corner of the end zone with 10:44 in the 1st quarter. And the Riders are up to 6.
That was just beautiful. I think I got it captured, guys. And we will look at it here in just a moment.
Yeah, that was a pass that took a little bit of skill. He was open, but he had to get it over about half the defense to get it that way.
13-yard pass play, and here we are for the point after.
I'll get it right to you.
There's the kick, and the point after is good. 7-0 Riders here with 10:44 in the 1st. You're tuned to Rider Football on NSN.
Here we go. We're going to see him roll out and just flip it right in the back of the corner of the end zone. What a great play. That was off script, and that's brought to you by Center Glass. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with more action next.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
All right, buddy, welcome back. It's the Shelby Savings Kickoff with a little Snoop Dogg alive in the stadium.
Pablo Wichapa's extra point makes it a 7-point game, and now Wichapa with a line drive kickoff. It's fielded around the 10-yard line by the Bears. Bears return to the 20.
All right, so Chris, where did Chris go?
Out of bounds around the 23-yard line. So the return, about, 10 to 12-yard return. So the Bears will start around their own 22-yard line here with 10:37 in the first quarter, where the Riders lead 7-0.
All right.
So we'll see the Bears offense come out for the first time, and very difficult. They have white jerseys and yellow numbers. Thankfully, there's a little black outline around them, but without my binoculars, I wasn't going to be able to make them out.
Offense did their part, came out and got a touchdown on the first drive. We'll see if the defense can force a 3-and-out or perhaps even a turnover.
Operating out of the shotgun, the Bears, 1st and 10 from their own 22. Quarterback's back. Now he's scrambling under some pressure and just has to throw it out and away, and was under some heavy pressure from the Rider defense, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Ball almost hit Dr. Randy Collar down there on the sideline.
Quincy Simmons providing some pressure, but along with Jamarian Smith, and so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 as quarterback for the Bears, Adam Thompson, a junior with the Bears, leading his team. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, the quarterback has somebody back there with him. Trips left, so they load the left-hand side on 2nd and 10. Man in motion. The give is to the back. He comes through the middle and is covered up immediately. Perhaps a short gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down for the Bears. Rider defense doing a great job limiting the Bears offense right off the bat. And once again, I saw number 30 in on that toggle, Quincy Simmons, who's had 2 big plays against the Bears on defense. It'll be 3rd down and 9, and where the Riders would have already snapped the ball 3 times.
That's a new name for us, Quincy Simmons. That's not a name that we've called regularly.
That's correct.
Number 30 out on the field. I've seen him twice here. Quarterback's back now and kind of sidearms the pass. It's caught, and it's just enough for the 1st down, and the Bears, who were fixing to have to punt the ball, complete a nice pass, and it brings up 1st down for the Bears around the 35-yard line.
Well done by the Bears offense, yeah. Boy, don't you know how much it would mean for them to win tonight, or at least, be competitive tonight here in week 8.
All right. It's the quarterback, got receivers either way with the back beside him. Now the back goes in motion. Quarterback steps back and throws to his left. Looking down the sidelines, he has a man who leaps up over the cornerback and makes a really athletic catch. Good-looking catch, and the Bears are at the Riders' 35-yard line just like that.
Is that number 11 on the reception?
I had a hard time making it out, so I can't tell you that.
Yeah, all I know is that our defender was right there, and that was a contested catch.
Up and over.
Not bad defense, just a very good throw and catch.
So 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Riders' 36. And you got to know the Bears are excited to be moving the ball against the Center Rough Riders. Now that defense needs to come to play. And the defense jumps anticipating, and now a flag comes in. It'll be an offsides penalty, I'm going to guess, unless we had somebody move. Let's check Mr. Whitehat.
There's Mr. Whitehat. And while we're waiting for him, we'll hear from Coach Meeks on his defensive goals.
Identifying keys. I think that's going to allow us to play very fast and aggressive, and so I'm excited to watch our kids do that tonight.
Okay, so they were
and a motion penalty against the Bears instead of offside. So it's a 5-yard penalty against the Bears. First down and 15. And the Bears have the ball on the Rider 41-yard line. Quarterback all alone in the backfield. Tight formation on the right. Receivers out on the left. Taking their time. Now they got a man in motion. Pitch it to him and coming around the right-hand side for a sweep, and there is nowhere for him to go. Atkinson is there in a hurry. The rest of the defense descends upon him, and a tackle made in the backfield. And after a 5-yard penalty moves them backwards, then on second down they lose 2 more yards.
Talking to Coach before the game, there are 2 running backs that are very good, and then number 11 is their playmaker on offense, Gabriel Hendricks, a junior. And based on where those 3 people line up, they will align their defense. And he said it's about 95% tendency. When they were watching the film, 95% of the plays, based on what they saw, they got it right. So,
well, now they got Kirkpatrick in the backfield along with the quarterback. Trying to pick up the block, quarterback throwing another sidearm throw, had a man in a crossing pattern, just bounces off his fingertips, incomplete. Up around the 25-yard line, it'll bring up third down. Third and about 17.
This would be the kind of place on the field they would be tempted to go for it if they get any yardage at all. If it's an incomplete or a sack, negative yardage, I bet they'll go ahead and punt it, although who knows.
All right, let's see what they call on third down and 17. Trips right, 3 receivers on the right, empty backfield, quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion, fake to him, quarterback back, throws left, has a man, the receiver stumbled around the 30-yard line, and it's an incomplete pass, and it brings up fourth down. Let's see how accurate Chris Watlington is.
Yeah,
I think you punt here if you're Brownsboro.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, you're not in field goal range, you're not that's not a makeable.
So unless the quarterback is the punter, and he may very well be because he's stepped back, and we'll see. Actually, it looks like they may go for it here. Fourth down and 17.
Surely it's a quick kick. Nope, looks like they're going to go.
Man in motion, quarterback steps back, 3-step drop, scrambling, moving to his right, throwing, has a man on the sidelines, caught, and tackle is made short of the first down marker, and the Riders will take over on downs around their own 30, 31-yard line.
But okay, that was a noble attempt. They were only 3 yards short, and center starting on the 30 is not anything like them starting on the 44. So,
see a picture of our cheerleaders there, and there it's peek out.
If I could only find.
No, I had them on there. Washington.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
sure what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just messing up. I wanted to find them. Good.
There you go.
There you go.
7:25 in the first quarter. Riders lead 7-0. The Riders score on their opening drive. The defense is able to hold the Bears and take over on downs. Riders first and 10. Bellin, handoff. Bluford picking his hole, taking his time, but he's tackled right around the waist, right at the 30-yard line. Maybe gained just about a yard. Second down.
Seems like the run defense has come to play today. But
so far, the Bears have made some key stops against the Riders.
In the pregame, they said that is catch the is give some opportunity for TJ to throw today. So should be a fun game to watch.
Bellin back to throw now and is scrambling. Stiff arms avoid a sack and just throws the ball away to the sidelines once he gets out of the pocket. So, on second down, they throw it away, and it'll bring up third down and 9. Good defense by the Bears.
Yeah. They really pushed TJ, and then coverage sack downfield, either good coverage or the receivers did not move to the right side of the field where TJ needed to be on the scramble.
On third down, quick throw to Barnes behind the line of scrimmage. He's hit immediately and tackled, and that play didn't work for the Riders. So it's going to bring up fourth down very quickly. The Riders here are look like they're going to be 3 and out.
Yeah.
Seems like when we were getting the Athens updates last week against Brownsboro, it was a close game for a while.
It was.
So
and it was by halftime, it was still a game.
Well, the Bears' defense comes to play here tonight.
They do, especially their run defense. Against Bullard, we didn't punt until mid-third quarter.
So Riders with some great success on their first drive. The second one is 3 and out, and the punter comes in. It's going to be a low punt. It's going to bounce at the 40, and the Riders are going to down it right around, I've got to check the marker. They're going to say at the 38-yard line. So that's where the Bears will start with fairly decent field position with 5:55 here in the first quarter.
Do we have time to hear from Shelby Savings Bank, Mr. Shires?
we sure do.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
One day.
All right, welcome back, folks. Here we go with Brownsboro's second possession. Riders score on their first and then punt. Brownsboro goes for it, and now their second. We'll see what happens. They're going to run the football. They just haven't had any success running so far here early, Mr. Payne.
No, and on that play, the Rider defense stops them at the line of scrimmage and shuts it down. Second down for the Bears. First down, they tried a running play from the shotgun. Now it'll bring up second down. Where the Riders snap the ball very quickly, the Bears offense turns to the sidelines and figures out what they're going to do next. And they take their time. They're not in any rush, any hurry at all. One back in the backfield, two receivers on either side. Got a man in motion. They give it to him, coming around the left-hand sweep. Lead blocking, turns the corner, and it's enough for the first down, a little more for the Bears. So some success on the left-hand side with some good blocking. So the Bears offense keeping this alive, getting Rider territory.
First of all, how do you like the throwback gold uniform? I kind of like them. They bring them out about once a year.
Okay.
Secondly, the defense was completely geared in for an inside run, and they surprised us and ran outside. Good play call and a fast running back. They have two running backs that are equally capable.
Split backfield. Quarterback is back, and now he got some protection and throws the ball to the left side, looking for a man on the sidelines. Good protection, falls away incomplete. It'll bring up second down.
Flag on the play, though.
Uh-oh. Got a flag.
There's our boy, Mr. Whitehat. We might be able to hear him.
So the quarterback threw into double coverage, and now they're flagging the Riders for pass interference. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty and a first down.
Well, the Brownsboro is a pretty big school. Been a long old program. They didn't travel well tonight, but you wouldn't really expect a team to travel well with no wins, but they are playing this first quarter like a team that has a season to play for.
Yeah. I'm hoping that a lot of the Brownsboro fans are tuning in here to see. If you are, welcome.
Actually, a 15-yard penalty puts the Bears deeper in Rider territory on first down. Got a man in motion. Snap, quarterback has it. Handoff up the middle, who's weaving around and finds very little room to run in the middle. Rider shut that down, second down. 2-yard pickup, second down and 8.
Yeah, you're right. Why not huddle if you're going to do that? I guess it keeps the defense from huddling. But.
All right, on second down, quarterback has two backs with him out of the shotgun. One goes in motion.
They are definitely bleeding the clock.
Quarterback rolling right, throwing.
Oh, those well designed, but it should be incomplete.
Yeah, has a man, but the ball bounces on the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Hey,
third down.
Hey, Counselor, why would you milk the clock this early in the game?
Well, you want to shorten the game. You want to limit the offense possessions of the Rough Riders.
Right. Yeah, it not only makes sense. If you're facing an offense that you think can make hay, you try to keep them off the field, and one way to do that is to make sure you use your play clock.
Yep.
Which they're definitely doing.
They definitely are with aplomb.
All right, on third down and 8. One of the backs in motion, snap to the quarterback. He's scrambling, Riders are after him again. And the ball is caught, it looks like, around the 9-yard line.
Wow.
And it is caught. Way on the other side of the field, but the receiver was on the ground when he caught the ball, but they called it a reception.
Apologies. Poor camera work as I was, I guess I just had a miniature meltdown. I couldn't find the ball. But that's first down now in the red zone.
It is.
Not just in the red zone, but
from the 11-yard line.
Okay, so they can still get a first down without but yeah, the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone. It's the first visitation from Brownsboro tonight.
And I think they're calling it first and no, there's a down marker now. Yep. From the 11. Got a man in motion. They give it to him and hit in the backfield and tackled. And I want to get that man's.
That's Mosley.
Caleb Mosley, yeah.
Yeah, number 10, Caleb Mosley.
Timed that just right, came through the line and made the stop and pushed the Bears back to the 19-yard line.
Was that an 8-yard loss?
Huge play for the Rider defense, and that should charge them up.
Yeah, you don't get very many running plays where you have that kind of loss that quick after the snap. I mean, that was impressive.
So 7-8 loss, yeah. Second down and 17, second 18. All right, here's the quarterback with the snap. Throw into the corner of the end zone, looking for a man down there who leaps up to bring the ball in, and the referee's right there and says, nope, no catch, let's go again.
I think we baited them on that, and we almost backfired on us. But I think I really think Tim let the guy run down through there and to draw the throw, and then he was going to come over and pick it.
But these Brownsboro receivers, there are a couple of them that are good athletes, and he almost got out-athleted, but not entirely. He got enough of it to where he.
Yeah, when the quarterback is putting the ball on the money, too, for Brownsboro.
That's right.
All right, on third down, backfield is making some adjustments. They give it to a fullback who hits the line and goes nowhere. And so it'll bring up fourth down for the Bears.
They probably don't want to do that much when there's.
Did they get anything on that? It looks like they got surely they got a yard, but no, they didn't.
I don't.
They didn't get a foot. So now what do? You're going to go for it? You kick? You got a field goal kicker to make this?
If you have the field goal kicker, go ahead. It would be a 38-yarder though, 37.
It doesn't look like they're going to kick the field goal.
Doesn't look like there's any change of personnel. It appears on fourth down and 18, they're going to go for it again on fourth down.
Right. So it's interesting. Let's see what kind of defense we do. If we're too deep.
Trips left. Quarterback scrambling under pressure, and they bring him down.
Just too much pressure. Did they sack him or did he get rid of it?
I thought he pitched it out.
All right, let's look and see what happened. Well, give me just a second. Give me just a second to get that loaded. I want to see that because that was Mosley again. All right, so here we go. We're going to come out. And Mosley just comes from the outside, just screaming from the outside. And it was just it was a ball gone situation.
All right, so the Riders take over on downs.
All right, look, there's Rowdy.
Just inside the 20-yard line.
Stop. You're screwing things up.
I thought you were telling me it was right.
Yeah. All right, so we get back here.
All right. The Rough Riders started under center. We hadn't seen that all season, and now they shift. Bellin goes to the shotgun. 2 receivers shift to the right. We got a man in motion, and we fake it to him, give to the handoff to Bluford, and Bluford is up to the 25-yard line.
A good Bluford-esque run.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like a yellow laundry comes out onto the field. Difficult to tell that with the Riders' yellow shoes.
Yeah. But where's Mr. Whitehat?
Well, he's back in the backfield talking to, they're getting explained to. A lot of explanation going on. Still explaining. They're still talking about it.
So, Mr.
Now they're joined by another man, another white striped shirt.
This does give us a chance to hear about the offensive goals.
Offensively tonight, I want to continue to control the line of scrimmage like we have. Going to try to put the ball up in the air early tonight to kind of get some rhythm for TJ, and so those 2 things have been our focus all week.
Little rhythm for the pass offense, which so far has been their strategy.
All right, so they finished talking about it. Now they're going to tell us. Mr. Whitehat comes out to look at us here. Illegal motion in the backfield against the Riders.
Okay.
All right. Well, we know that's a 5-yard penalty.
Let's take a quick break. Let me sneak one in real fast.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
All right, folks, we missed a second down play. It was an incomplete pass, so there was a penalty on the Rough Riders. At 2nd and 15, which is where we left y'all. We threw a pass where we made another technical adjustment here. So it's going to be 2nd down and 15 from, looks like about the 14-yard line.
All right, we've got Johnson in motion, but they give to the backfield, looking to run it. That didn't fool anybody. The defense is there to shut it down. Riders get a limited gain on that play. It'll bring up 3rd down.
So Rough Riders, after that first series where they scored the touchdown, having trouble getting past the 30.
Do we have Holly Herndon with an update?
Yeah, and we're going to do that instead of going to the blimp at first quarter, which is a shame because we're just having to choose between.
On 3rd down, Bellin is back to throw, has some time, set and throws.
Oh, wide. Oh, no, there's a guy there. Oh, it went through his hands.
The defender makes a play on the ball, incomplete. And we've got about 30 seconds left in the first quarter after that incomplete pass, and it brings up 4th down and 11 for the Riders.
I don't think this is what they had in mind when they were, scripting the game by having this kind of deficit at the end of the first quarter, just 7-0. But Brownsboro playing well.
Yep.
All right, on 4th down and 11, the Rider punt team comes in. Punter standing at the 5-yard line. Nice high spiraling punt that's going to bounce in midfield. Kind of die right there, and so it gives the Bears.
A bear picked it up.
So it's going to give them pretty good field position, close to midfield. That's where we'll start with 17 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, we're going to go to Holly now before the quarter break, so maybe we can get them both done.
Hello.
Hello there. So what you got for us down there?
You need to turn her down a little bit.
Obviously, we're up by a touchdown right now. And I wanted to point out that there's this long pass that Brownsboro threw. It was incomplete, though, but, the guy was just, inches away from catching it. I was just a little overthrown, but it really could have turned the tide of the game.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Thank you, Holly. Yeah, we thought it was close, but we can't really tell from up here, so appreciate the report.
Yes, sir.
And now we'll be able to go to the blimp here in about 17 seconds.
On 1st down, the Bears close to middle field. And there's a fake run. They have one of those hitch passes, which works really well for the Bears. It works so well that from the 46-yard line, the Bears scamper into the end zone on a hitch pass that had it blocked up just right, enough protection. And in the closing seconds of the first quarter, the Bears get on the scoreboard, probably much to the surprise of the Center Rough Riders.
It's the old RPO, right? So you fake it to the inside back, and then you can pull it and run, or you can pull it and flip it out to the running back. We've seen that for a few years now, and Brownsboro was able to run that play to perfection.
I had never heard of the RPO until
no go, we block it.
Partially blocked, it looks like, so they don't make the extra point. The Rough Riders cling to a 1-point lead with 6 seconds to go. We'll have the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff when we come back here from the ranch.
Well, hold on. We're going to check this block kick out real fast. We'll see what happens here. If it was just missed, but I thought we got a piece of it, but we'll find out. Can we go up? I think we get a piece of it. Of course, that's a replay brought to you by Center Glass. Give them a call if you have any of those needs. We'll be right back.
You crack me up. I can't catch a break. Oh, I was shattered by the news. Those are fine if they're expressions, but you don't want to use those terms when you're talking about your windows at home or your windshields or your mirrors. For the finest in glass repair and creativity, call Anna Bowles-Lee at Center Glass.
All right, welcome back. It's the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Bears after their score, but
7-6.
Blocked extra point. The Bears will kick from the 40-yard line, Stephen.
That's right.
7-6, so a 1-point gain. Riders still lead. 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff from left to right. Fielded by the Riders inside the 20. And a pretty nice return up to the 37-yard line.
But that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the batters scoreboard here from the Bowles Feed Blimp right after this.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, You're watching the Center Rough Riders taking on the Brownsboro Bears, live from Center Rough Riders Stadium, The Ranch. It's a Washington Shires production on NetSN.
Everybody, welcome back. It's time to go up to the Bowles Feed Blimp. Chris Washington, take it away, sir.
What do we hear from up there, Mrs. Porterfield?
Hey everyone, it's time for the Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard from high above Rough Riders Stadium in the Bowles Feed Blimp. See Ken and Cecilia for your feed, for your livestock and horses, as well as for your pets. For the animals in your life, Bowles Feed has what's for dinner. Here are the scores from in and around Shelby County in District 11. Larry Pierce's game on NetSN, San Augustine 16, Shelbyville 6.
Oh, wow.
Also, Tennehaw 14, Piffing 0. Joaquin 8, Timpson 0, Pittsburgh 0, Van 28, and in Texarkana it's Pleasant Grove 14, Gilmer 3. That's the Batters Law Firm scoreboard. Remember, if your legal issue matters, then in East Texas, it's got to be Batters. The Batters Law Firm is just a call away. Now down below at the ranch, your first quarter score, Central 7, Brownsboro 6. Talk to you again at halftime.
Thank you, Lee. And while we were away, you saw it on your screens. 2 Ray Jones first downs in a row, and now a 2nd and 5 from the 21.
So last week, Tiki Robinson missed a wide open. He was going to be able to moonwalk into the end zone, and he dropped the football. He went, oh, no. On that one, he caught that one and got about 15 yards right down the seam to the tight end.
So the Riders are finding that spark from their first series. Really moved the ball well in the last 3 plays and have the ball inside the 20-yard line on 2nd down.
Again, we see our sideline shot here brought to you by Dr. Randy Collard. If you need to see a crystal clear shot, you go to see Randy Collard because he can fix your vision and make it
where
crystal
every
clear.
shot's crystal clear. And we also heard from Holly Herndon, who was brought to you as a step to the sideline from Tammy Steptoe.
My all-time favorite sponsor, Chris Wallington. Because when you said that meant I get to talk.
That's right, back in the day.
So the referees have to adjust the ball, and it moves the Riders about 2 yards.
Yeah, instead
so now
of
they're at
the
the
play,
21.
That took Tiki's play away, I think, man.
No. We'd run a play. It was obviously a penalty on them. It's 1st and 5.
So they'd rather have the down.
All right, Bellin in the back. Fakes it, throws it. Ball is intended for Timothy Johnson, just flies right past him. That was a bullet from Bellin.
Yeah.
It's incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Tim's going to catch that 99 times out of 99.5, and he just didn't get that one.
Just started the 2nd quarter. Riders lead 7-6.
Stymied in their last 2 possessions. They're moving well on this one.
All right. Handoff, Bluford. Bluford lowers his head and gets up to the 15-yard line. Nope, he's still on his feet, but we'll see where they mark him forward progress, and they finally push him down, but Bluford just didn't want to go down.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he had forward progress, but then he retreated, but they're going to give it to him.
Right up close to about to the 16-yard line.
I've always wondered that. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and short. So let's see if we can get the 1 and just then focus on the touchdown. So do you give it to Bluford, or does Bellin keep it and run?
I think either one, you fake it to Bluford and run, but otherwise.
They're going to give it to Bluford, who is across the 15-yard line, and 1st down for the Riders. That's a Ray Jones 1st down for the Riders inside the 15-yard line.
In the State Farm red zone, thank you, Chris Mayfield. And
2 receivers right and 1 to the left, and Bellin scrambling,
throwing
left.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, guys.
Touchdown.
Absolutely beautiful.
Tell us about it, Shires. What?
All right, he rolls out. I don't know if that was what was called, but Bellin rolls out and then puts the cornerback in the position of having to either make the, either let Bellin run and get a 1st down or cover, and he kind of just does neither. Stays in no man's land, and the receiver runs by him, and it's just pitch and catch. Or was there a flag on the play? Oh, my man. Oh.
So the touchdown in the corner of the end zone is coming back. Mr. Whitehat's going to tell us about it.
Obviously a hold.
Yeah, we were already playing Purple Rain, but
we're going to have to cancel that one. It must have been illegal. It must have been an illegal shift of some sort.
5-yard penalty, so it's 1st down and 15.
End
pitch to Johnson is on an end around, and Johnson gets about 4 of those yards back, maybe.
There's a play that paid big dividends.
No, he didn't get nearly as much as I thought he did.
You lose so much on it to start with. But that was well done by the Bullard, the right side of the Bullard defense. They're able to force Tim back inside and allow the guys flowing down to make the tackle. So well defended there.
Riders put a man in motion, fake it, give it to Bluford. Bluford going to pick his hole, stutter steps, and charges head again inside the 15, down close to the 10.
That's gonna set up 3rd and 8.
3rd and about 8. Yep.
Yeah, I thought Bluford. I think he missed the hole. I think there was a hole right in the middle. I think he could have got more, but like you said, he kind of hesitated and chose a different hole and then tried to accelerate through it. Forget how young these guys.
9 minutes here in the 2nd quarter, and the Riders lead by a point, 7-6. There's a snap, throw, touchdown Johnson. That was just his 11-yard play, and the Riders are in for the 2nd time tonight.
What kind of pattern was that? I got the camera there.
Slant.
If there was slant, that's what I would have thought.
Just an old-fashioned slant route.
It's hard to, if the quarterback throws a perfect pass, it's nearly impossible to
defend
those.
Tim catches that 99 times out of 99 and a half, and he's missed the one on that he's going to miss for the rest of the year. So we'll be good. We'll be solid from now on with that as he's able to bring that one in. We'll see it on replay here in just a moment.
Huichapa with the extra point attempt. Riders have to bring in another man to get enough people on the field. Snap. There's the kick. It is up, and it is good. Riders 2 for 2 on extra point attempts, so the Riders lead 14-6 with 8:45 here in the second quarter.
So here you go, Walton. You can watch it on the replay. We're going to see. We're going to go back. We're going to take the snap, just real simple, just a fake, and throw it right in the middle.
That's the way you do it. We'll be right back.
Portacool, with over 30 years of expertise, has made significant strides. In October, they introduced the Apex series, which is a breakthrough in the field of evaporative coolers. The Apex series is not only the coolest, both in terms of temperature and design, but you can also control it with your phone. Portacool. Peak cooling. Intelligent control.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
Everybody, welcome back.
Shelby Savings Bank kickoff after the Riders score. From the 40-yard line, it's a nice line drive kick, and fielded inside the 5-yard line. Now they bring it out. Bears are returning. Now they turn to the right and got some room to run with a nice return and up to around the 30-yard line, where the Bears will start here in the second quarter. 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
You really, I don't want to say the first quarter belonged to Brownsboro because the Center scored, but they went 3 and out twice. Brownsboro gained way more yards than Center did in the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Finished off with a missed extra point, and then Center lickety-split at about 70 yards for their score. And if you're a Rough Rider fan, you hope that's what's going to be the rest of the night. We'll see with this offensive possession what the Center defense can do.
From the 31-yard line where the Bears opened this possession, 2 backs. Handoff coming right up. Nowhere to go. Rider defense is right there to make the shutdown behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of about 3 yards.
Okay. Well, there's a good start.
Take 2 more of those.
I don't think we've had a 3 and out yet. I think Brownsboro's been able to move the ball and run the clock down.
Yeah,
But
they've either converted on a 4th down or no, they've not converted on 4th, but they have converted on some 3rd downs. You're right.
The good thing about this, I think we're going to get home early tonight, fellas.
All right, on 2nd down after a loss of 3. Quarterback back. Now he's got some time.
Oh, he's going to get sacked.
He is covered up.
Oh, no, he gets away. And
he tries to push the ball out on a screen or something, but just to get somebody, but nowhere to go with it. But the quarterback doesn't go down with the ball. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the question is, did he ground it?
That is a question.
Let's have a look at on. Well, I don't got to get still in replay, but that was a great defensive play. I'm trying to make sure we get some defensive plays.
Yeah, on the replay. We don't think about those very often.
While they're talking about it, we'll have a look at it. We see here what's a snap. We'll come back. And Ryder, just a tremendous amount of pressure. And he just thought there's nobody there. It should be grounding, and I think they're going to call grounding. After looking at that, we'll see.
Yep, they are calling grounding. That's a loss of down.
That's the best kind of penalty when you get the yardage and the bad guys don't get the down over. So if you're the Center defense, that's perfect. Brownsboro, if you're on offense, that's just killer. Stick around for the Farmers State Bank halftime show. The Center Band is getting ready for the state band contest Tuesday in Waco. This will be their final dress rehearsal for that. Of course, we'll see Center's Shelby County Sweethearts, the Chaparrals as well, and then we'll talk a little bit with the Colonel about some halftime analysis.
After the grounding penalty, it's 3rd down. And big drop, throw behind the line of scrimmage on a screen, and
too far to go.
A nice run, the Riders shut that down. It brings up 4th down and right around 10.
Yeah, they got the yards they needed back. Just to follow up on the halftime show, Borders Poultry Supplies Up Close and Personal is from Diamond Bees Cafe, where we interviewed our pancake blocker of the week last week.
Big number 55, JJ.
That's right.
Jamie Jenkins.
And that was,
he had a lot to say, too.
He had a lot to eat and a lot to say.
And he ate 6 pancakes. He ate 6 pancakes.
The existing record.
Right.
But, that's only the 2nd time.
Punt unit comes in for the Bears. Taking their time, let the clock run down. And it's a nice high punt.
Oh, yeah, that's
really
a nice
good punt. Riders catch it, fair
catch
it on the back on their heels and get it around the 28-yard line. 29, yep, 1st and 10 for the Riders, just inside the 30. 6.5 minutes to go in the half. Riders lead 14-6. The 6 from the Bears with a missed extra point. And I say missed, it's a kind of a blocked extra point.
All right, we're going to hear from our local stations now.
You're watching the Center Rough Riders taking on the Brownsboro Bears, live from Center Rough Riders Stadium, The Ranch. It's a Watlington Shires production on NetSN.
All right, here we go. So they're going to throw it deep, and it's no good.
So on 1st down, the Riders go deep down the left sidelines, and it's incomplete. Riders bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Second and 10 for the Riders. Handoff. Bluford spins, turns to turn it back inside, but nowhere to go. Bears shut that down to bring up 3rd down for the Riders.
It's interesting. We've had a couple of possessions where we just have had no productivity. And the other ones we just it's just boom, 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 boom.
Well, we'll see what the play call is on 3rd down. Throw. Johnson behind the line of scrimmage on a hitch pass is grabbed and tackled, but we're going to see he's close. Yes, that's it.
Big 79, our first pancake. Oh, there goes the yellow. I'm afraid it's going to be on him.
So the Riders get a 1st down, and then after the 1st down, the little kind of something said, skirmish, and the flags come
This
out.
is what we learned. Corey Smith, number 79, off the field, is the nicest guy. He's just pleasant. He's a gentleman, a big gentleman. But on the football field, if you irritate him, he will. That's got to be against us. I mean, are they going to call it on them? They can't. It's got to be offsetting.
Unsportsmanlike against. Oh, it's offsetting.
Okay, good.
Unsportsmanlike against both teams.
Yeah. But I mean, when you do something, especially if you do something to one of his teammates,
yes,
Corey will
take up for his teammates.
He will take care of business, and he's a biggin, and he's just a sophomore.
So the Riders retain 1st down at the 40-yard line.
But I'm afraid Corey might have been the instigator on this one.
He may have got one hidden.
Yeah.
But it could have because of the first unsportsmanlike. So it's 1st down at the 40. Bellin out of the shotgun, wants to pass. Steps back to throw.
He's going deep.
He's going
He's
deep.
got him. He's got him beat.
Looking over his shoulder. He's looking for Ratcliffe.
That's going to be
pass
interference.
A flag comes in at the end of the play.
Yeah, you cannot there's pretty good coverage, but you cannot face guard the receiver, which is what which is what happened. We see there is the yellow. Look at that.
So the defender was there step by step, but flag on the field, and the referee was right there.
Yeah, the referee was in good position.
Yep.
And I believe that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on. But it was a good 15-yard penalty because it was probably going to be 6 otherwise.
Yeah, that's a penalty you make.
All right, so leave it there for.
All right.
Go back to the other place, Wallington.
Well, okay.
Going to march it off, and the Riders will have the ball in Bears territory at the 45-yard line.
And there's still discussions going on. It's been the only thing that slowed the game down at all has been visits on the field.
All right, so the Riders will snap the ball at the 45-yard line. Belton calls for the snap, hands off, and Bluford weaving his way around to the 30, to the 20, on his feet at the 15, still on his feet inside the 5-yard line. Bluford winding his way back and forth, dodging defenders, and a most exciting run by a fine athlete, and is tackled inside the 5-yard line.
We were exchanging batteries on the main camera. I hope you were able to see that exciting play. But it's the play of the game in the half. Yeah, so remember that, everybody. That was the play of the game that you may or not. Well,
no, we did.
Again,
because of Dr. Collard. We have a timeout on foot, so we're going to be able to look at. We're going to see what Dr. Collard actually
was able to get.
Got.
I want to see
give
what
me just
he
a
got.
second here. Let me get it all queued up. Okay, here we go. This is what we got.
How about that?
Yeah.
That was excellent coverage, and he didn't even know that he had to do that.
I'm hearing it's about a 41-yard run. Nice job by Bluford.
We have a timeout in the field. Let's go ahead and take one real fast and hear from a couple of sponsors. What do you say, Chris?
I say that that's the right thing to do.
Portacool, with over 30 years of expertise, has made significant strides. In October, they introduced the Apex series, which is a breakthrough in the field of evaporative coolers. The Apex series is not only the coolest, both in terms of temperature and design, but you can also control it with your phone. Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has...
All right, folks, here we go. We're going to get the shot from Dr. Collard. See the right to the line of scrimmage. You're going to see what happens.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. And Bluford scrambles into the end zone, and he's in for the third score for the Riders tonight.
Right, that was right. That's right in your living room. You saw Bluford run over a guy.
They probably felt it, maybe even smelled it. Oh, that's good stuff. That was a really good run because the backflip thing looks like an Olympic run.
5:09 here in the second quarter. Riders about to attempt an extra point to make it a 21-6 ball game. There's the extra point attempt. It is good. 21-6, Riders over the Bears. 5:09 in the second. You're tuned to Rider Football on NetSN.
Let's watch that one more time. Right in your living room, Bluford running over a Bear. See, great blocking there by the offensive line. He just spins over the top of him.
Of course, if you're not in your living room, that was not in your living room. Just
true.
If
you're driving down the road,
if you're
driving down the road watching it in your car, then that's what that was. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear from one person. I think we'll hear from Shelby Savings since it is the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Let's do that.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Welcome back, folks. The Shelby Savings Bank kickoff after the Riders score. Riders have it teed up at the 40-yard line, left to right. Kind of an angled booth that's fielded at the 14-yard line. Bears scrambling up the field, across the 25 and a little bit more. That's where they'll start. Bears have 6 points. They have scored, but they missed their extra point. Here in the second quarter, and Bears will start at their 27-yard line.
All right, so 5:04 to go. What we'd like to see is the Riders, get a stop, get the football back, and put one more in the end zone.
For what it's worth, Brownsboro did begin, but they will get the ball to begin the second half.
So we're about to go into that period. Coach Meeks even again talked about it last Monday night on the Rick Meeks Show, live from the pizzeria, brought to you by Sabine State Bank. He talked about winning the critical 8 minutes, the 4 minutes. The last 4 minutes of the second quarter and the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
So there's the snap. There's the quick pass out to the left. Boy, fights off a block, makes the stop with a little bit of help. Who is that made that stop? I think that was one of the linebackers.
No, it was Wolf.
Okay.
And Robinson.
That was good defense. I liked the call, but the defense was absolutely on top of it. Nearly a 10-yard loss, Mr. Payne. After the next play, if we go immediately to Holly down at the band, I think if they take so long between, we may have a chance to get that interview. Right. We'll give it a shot.
All right, second down. Out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes a step back, throws to the right. Has a receiver who snags the ball. Good catch up around the 33-yard line.
They lost so many yards on that one play that it's going to set up third.
Third and about 5?
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, Holly. I think we have time to visit.
Third and 4.
What's going on down there with the band?
All right, well, I'm right beside the band right now, and they just got done warming up. I think they're about to line up at the goal line.
Okay.
I'm not yet able to access Mr. Smith right yet, but I should be here shortly.
Well, that's okay. If we don't get the interview, you tell them we said good luck at State on Tuesday.
All right, so here we go. Third down.
Third down and 4. There's 2 backs in the backfield, kind of blocked for the quarterback. He scrambles, runs to the right, looking, and just have to throw it out of bounds and throw it away. Good coverage by the Riders, nowhere for that quarterback to go with it. And the Bears are on 4th down and 4.
And that old Quincy Simmons again applying pressure on the quarterback, making him throw it away. Again, I don't recall calling Quincy's name before tonight, but that was like his 3rd or 4th play.
He's been all over the place. Reluctant to punt tonight. Brownsboro decides to do that here, needing all fat 4 yards to get to their own 37.
So the punter comes in.
Oh, it's going to be a high snap.
He brings it in and manages to get a tumbling punt. Yeah, and it's going to take a
great punt.
A bounce for the Bears, and it's going to be down inside the 25-yard line.
Some of the best punts are ugly punts.
Well, and it was.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know. I never had to punt, but that's got to be the worst feeling in the world when you're waiting for it and it comes way up in the air. I mean, your eyes. I mean, you have to go, oh my God.
I've got to get the ball regardless of what those guys are doing.
Yeah, and I've got to try to punt it.
Yep. So good heads-up play by the punter for the Bears, and does good by his team.
All right, so we're in that critical 8-minute stretch that Coach Meeks talks about, and we won the first minute of that because we forced a 3-and-out.
Well, if you were playing Carthage, what would you expect? You would expect them to go down and put a nail in this and create some separation, not because it's necessarily absolutely critical to win the game, but that's because that's what championship teams do.
Yeah, and you would expect the officials to blow a play dead, and your play clock guy to not take any time off the clock
or something like that.
because you need help because you're only 20 points better than the number 2 team in the state.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, there's going to be a penalty on the Rough Riders.
Quite a penalty. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Right. And I'm not sure what that was.
The Riders.
Did you see it happened. It looked like after the play.
It did. So Mr. Whitehat said, nope, that goes against the Riders and backs them up to inside the 10-yard line.
So, yes, a championship team would put a nail in the coffin by scoring a touchdown here.
So the Riders have 3 minutes to kind of just
got their timeouts,
work it down the field. And they fake the ball and then throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Receiver drops the ball around the 10-yard line. Clock stops on the incomplete pass, 3:03 here in the second quarter. We'd like the Riders just to kind of, we want them to score. Maybe they can just kind of work it down the field.
The other side of the coin is, I mean, what you don't want to do is have an unproductive series of plays here and have to punt back to them, at midfield with time.
Second down, snap, give, and the ball comes loose.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah, I'm not sure that handoff ever really was very cleanly.
Looks like the Riders covered it up, though.
I'm not sure if the running back knew he was getting the ball or if the quarterback was going to get it or what. So dodge a bullet, don't we?
Third down and 13 at the 5-yard line. So, like Mr. Shire said, you don't want an unproductive series and then be deep in your own field and have to punt it and give the Bears a short field. So the Riders are working the clock as well. Taking their time. Bellin has it. He's standing in his end zone now to throw. Throw the ball, and it's caught. Well done. Up around the 23-yard line. Timothy Johnson with a nice first down reception for the Riders. Exactly what they needed.
What's that, Wallington?
First down. Radio Chevrolet
first down. Something else. It was exactly what they needed. It didn't, not like that pass was a whole lot more than the 13 yards.
Bellin back to throw again. Ball is caught by by Ratcliffe on the right-hand sideline. So a first down pass nets 9 yards.
Yeah, 9, so it's going to be a second down.
Second 1, give to Bluford. Nope, Bellin's going to keep it, and is dragged down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it was line of scrimmage. I don't think he lost any, but they certainly didn't get the yard they needed.
Lost about a yard.
Lost a yard and a half. Looks like the Rough Rider, or somebody's calling a timeout. Let's see. Timeout, Rough Riders.
We now have a chance to go down to our reporter on the field for that band interview. Not just a report, but an interview. What do you think?
Let's see it. Let's see what we can do.
Hi, well, we have a timeout. What do you think?
All right, so I'm here with Mr. Smith, the head band director of the CHS band, and I'm just going to debrief the audience real quick. Last Saturday, they went to their marching contest through Longview, and they advanced to state, and they got all ones, which in band talk is really, really good. So I want to ask Mr. Smith, what do you think is the most important thing that got y'all to this point?
Hard work. Kids have done a great job.
There you are.
Got better each week. Looking for our best run here in just a few minutes.
All right, excellent. That was Mr. Smith.
That's right.
Thank you, and good luck to the band here tonight and on Tuesday, even more important.
There's a shot of Coach Meeks working the official. I'm going to put that on replay so we can talk about that. I'm going to set that. That's going to be one of our plays that we're going to do on Monday night. We're going to say, what were you doing, Coach?
All right. Third down, Riders need to get a couple of yards. They hand it to Bluford, and he rumbles through and gets a first down easily for the Riders.
What is that, Chris Wallington?
Well, that would be a Ray Jones first down.
And now Riders quick snapping it. Fake and now throw. Pump fake and then throw, and he has Johnson, and the defender is there. It's going to be another pass interference penalty.
I think for the same reason, for
crowding him and right up in his face.
Yeah. Can't do that face mask thing.
But if the defender does not do that,
then it's 6.
That's right. So if that's what it was a smart penalty. Do it every time.
So Bellin has had some really nice passes, and we've had, 2 pass interference calls tonight, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So this will be a 15-yard penalty if that's what it ends up being, and it is. So with 1:14 to go in the second quarter, first half, Riders are across midfield, and after the pass interference play, penalty, first down. Bellin back to throw. And it got batted and intercepted. And the Bears have it and now trying to return it, still on his feet, and just made a great dodge move. He's still on his feet, and the Riders better cover him up. And they did inside the 25-yard line.
Wow.
That's
so
the Dairy Queen play of the game.
a batted pass that went straight up in the air. It was really easy.
Yeah, that's just the highest lofted pass like that I've ever seen.
Really easy interception.
But the return was magnificent.
Well,
now we have a flag. They're sorting it out.
A blocking foul on the return. Oftentimes, you get a big return like that, it's going to be a blocking foul.
So Mr. White and his buddies are
but
sorting
it had
this
to
out.
have been. That was a moon ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
it didn't leave his hand like that. That's something.
Blocking the back against the Riders.
No, it'll be against.
I'm sorry,
Brownsboro.
against Brownsboro.
Yeah. It had to have been because unless I didn't see, I was messing with the scoreboard. Was Bellin? He wouldn't hit when he threw the football.
I don't think so. We'll be able to ask.
Because we had those 2 receivers, and you had the camera waiting for the ball to fall, and it never fell.
It never fell. I was like, did the blimp catch it?
Yeah, we have to ask Captain Porterfield if the ball, how close it came to hit the blimp.
How close it hit the blimp, and maybe the Colonel will be able to tell us at halftime where it was hit. Was it the line? Exactly which set of hands did that?
So we got 51 seconds here to go. That took the blocking foul was on just short of the 50. So they're going to take over. On their minus, on their negative 45 on their own 45-yard line, 44-yard line.
So the Bears start at their own 44, first down after the interception. All right, pitch back. They're coming left, looking somewhere to go, and they just have a hard time.
Oh, fumble.
The ball came loose.
You're kidding. Are we going to get that back after one play?
So a different running back.
Well, hold on.
Big guy.
Let's see what they're doing. They recovered.
Okay.
All right. The Riders were excited, pointing and saying, we got it. But in actuality, the Bears recovered their own fumble. Loss of a yard, second down.
And even though they're winding down to the halftime, it doesn't look like they're any more in a hurry than they have been all game.
I think they're going to take it in. They don't have to snap it again. We'll see if they do.
May just try to go downfield with it. All right, quarterback's looking to throw, scrambling. Had some pressure and now throws. Ball's caught around the 45-yard line and out of bounds. 4 seconds left.
They have enough time for one Hail Mary play. Well, ain't that something? Quite a turn of events there.
It is. So the Bears do get the ball to start the second half, and they're going to end it right here. 4 seconds left in the half. First down in Rider territory.
We'll get a visit with Coach Meeks here in about 4 game seconds to hear what his thoughts are on this half. A lot will be determined about the success of this play, huh?
Empty backfield, 5 receivers in the lineup. Quarterback's waiting and throwing, and ball's intercepted by the Riders. Intercepted by the Riders. And Cody Atkinson taking off down the field. Interception is...
He's in, touchdown!
Oh, the new Dairy Queen play of the game. What? Talk about turn of events, my goodness.
Cody Atkinson makes a key interception, but with the help of his team and some great athletic moves, makes it into the end zone for a defensive touchdown for the Center Roughriders.
And then most unlikely when a linebacker intercepts the ball 80 yards from the end zone and pick sixes it.
But we've seen Cody. He's fast.
He is. He had to be. He had some fast people chasing him. Well, that's got to be the most exciting thing.
Riders are going to line up for an extra point attempt. Riders are scrambling to get everybody on the field, and they've got
Riders have to hurry. Well, they've stopped. There we go. The play clock.
Yeah, it's reset. Okay, here we go. Extra point attempt with Bellin holding. Good snap, good hold, a good kick.
And that's how we'll end the quarter.
But we're going to end it with a replay of this while Holly's getting lined up with Coach Meeks. But here's the replay. I think we got it on Atkinson taking it all the way back. Oh, but except I've got to load it in. So
Okay.
here, let's go ahead and go. We have Holly lined up here.
That means I got to call her.
We'll go in at 28-6.
Hello. So we're waiting on you. No hurry. When he gets there, it'll be soon enough.
Yes, sir. How about that interception by Cody Atkinson?
I loved it. I wasn't expecting it. That was exciting.
Was perfect way to end the half, in my opinion.
Yes, I concur.
Yes.
All right, coach is coming up to her. We'll go now to Holly on the sideline.
All right, so I'm with Coach Meeks right now. So, considering that awesome interception by Cody Atkinson, how would you sum up the Riders' performance in the first half?
We're doing some good things. We've got to continue our keys and play in the game, but I mean, it was a good first half.
We're not getting it.
Agreed. What are some things you want to implement into the second half?
I want to control the line of scrimmage better offensively. I still think we need to be able to run the ball a little better. They're good in the defensive line, but we've got to run the ball in the second half.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
That's our Tammy Steptoe. Step to the sideline for our interview with Coach Meeks. We hear from him in our JBA Financial Coach Talks. We get ready. It looks like the center band is
Brownsboro will be first.
Brownsboro will be first. All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the Farmers Bank halftime show here next.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Welcome, everyone, to the Farmers State Bank Halftime Show. The show tonight features analysis by Colonel Matt Gregory, Borders Poultry Supply with their Up Close and Personal segment. Tonight's report is from Diamond Beach Cafe, where Jamie Jenkins was honored last Saturday as a lineman with the biggest pancake block. Then Bounds Insurance brings you Shelby County Sweethearts, the Chaparrals, and the Center High School Band, fresh off its first division at UIL. And then it's up to the Bowles Feed Blimp for scores from around the area. And now, the man you call when you have a baby bronco that's just not acting right, Rob Payne.
The horse whisperer is in our midst.
Welcome to the Farmers State Bank halftime show, where the Riders lead 28-6. That's 4 touchdowns and extra points for the Riders, and the Bears have scored a touchdown and a missed extra point. So, Counselor, this is going to be a tough one. The Dairy Queen play of the game. This is hard for 2 reasons. First, you got to pick out what you like at Dairy Queen.
That's easy for me. I did the Counselor combo this week. I did. We got ordered tacos for the office. Everybody got tacos, and I got the counselor combo because I got me a dude sandwich to go with
DQ
it.
dude.
Yeah, so it was the 3 tacos with a dude sandwich.
Growing up, that was my favorite. Now I love a cheeseburger, but DQ dude, you can't go wrong. All right, so the Dairy Queen play of the game so far, Mr. Shires.
Well, my replay schedule, I've got 12 possible choices, but I just don't know how we can't pick the interception.
I'm being kind of facetious.
Yes.
We just had the play of the game.
Yep. That's right.
The interception by the defense and return for the touchdown to really give the Riders a boost going into halftime, especially after the Riders were intercepted as well. So that's the Dairy Queen player of the game. Now, we'll be right back with our Farmers State Bank halftime show.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger.
That's what I need.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen.
I'll take it. Hello, everybody, and we want to thank our sponsors for the Rough Rider and our Piney Woods football live streams that are going on for the other county and area teams. Joe's Car Spa, Watson & Sons Funeral Home, Porticool, Blake Furniture, Sandy Wheeler State Farm, and Batters Law Firm. They bring all the county fall sports to NetSN. Counselor, here's my phone, so when you get ready to call the blimp, it is ready for you to do it.
Okay.
And let me introduce to you the Colonel, Matt Gregory, and the Counselor, Stephen Shires, for some analysis brought to you by East Texas Auto Motor.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to begin, Colonel. We're going to begin with that interception return.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. I think we got that key item, so we're going to do that. We're going to see a vast majority of it.
All right. Yeah, we're playing a little bit of prevent set. Everybody's dropping into coverage, and the kid tried to roll out and throw it back, and 21 was there, and he did a heck of a job reaching up and grabbing the ball, and he was right where he was supposed to be doing what he was supposed to be doing. Good things were happening, and then he made a heck of a play to make sure that got in the end zone.
Yeah, he did. He had a guy right on him.
Cody's a lethal running back too.
Yeah, he is. He's very fast. I tell you when I figured that out was in baseball season, because I remember one time he was like on second, and then he was able to round third very quickly. But let's just get right to it. Start on the offensive side. I started a little bit slow.
Yeah, the whole vibe out there kind of, felt like we were almost at a baccalaureate service. It was kind of quiet and somber, and wasn't the normal juice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the execution and the play reflected that. We were a little out of sync. If you're not playing with your chili hot and you're a timing offense,
right?
Sometimes things don't work out well, and so it was kind of worked our way through that and got some offense going, made some big plays. We have some talented kids out there, made some plays, and for the most part defensively, we've stayed in front of them. They made a few plays. They caught us on a little swing pass to the field over there. Nobody checked on the back coming out of the backfield.
Right.
But, and I'm going to give it to Brownsboro. They got some talented kids, and they've got kids that are playing really hard football. They're coaching them hard. There's just not many of them.
Yeah. Is that you think
There's not many
issue?
of them. And they're getting fatigued. There's a lot of kids that just, when the transition happens, they don't come off the field.
Yeah. Well, we kept up with them a couple times, and they were in games in the first half.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
So, yeah. Here, though, I think we've been able to pass the ball and have some big plays, and we had a couple of big pass interferences that probably good penalties because it's probably a touchdown if they there wasn't interference. But I've been surprised at how effective Brownsboro has been able to defend our run.
Yeah, they've kind of controlled it with their inside three, really, and they're playing whether or not we're going with our H-back. If we have an H-back in there, then they're going to play 4 down. If we're going to go, if we're going to have 2 open ends and 4 wide receivers or 3 by 1, then they're going to play 3 down. And their inside three are doing a pretty good job of taking care of business.
I think that's about right. Let's go and talk about defense. I mean, they haven't been able to really run the football at all against us. It's been kind of a futile effort when they do that.
We've been filling gaps and swarming well. That's true. And even in the cutbacks aren't there. Everybody's playing real sound and real disciplined. Except for that one swing play, where the back he actually checked his way out. He checked to see if there was anything coming off the edge, and there wasn't, and the quarterback just flung it out to him. And we're in man coverage over there, so our corner's got his back turned.
Yeah.
And the kid had a lot of room to work with.
He did. He was fast. But, I mean, I thought their quarterback and their receivers have played well. I mean, they've completed some passes. They just haven't been able to put it.
They have.
They had the one, they haven't been able to matriculate down the field. They've, the one touchdown came on that swing pass.
Right.
Was a big play.
Correct. And then it was a well-executed play. It was, and that's the thing about offense is that play was done on time.
Yeah.
It was thrown at the right time. It was caught at the right place. And where the defense was maximally spread out. So there was a lot of room to work with. And flip that on the other side when we're on offense, when we're not quite in sync and things aren't done with timing, things aren't going to go well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, we're up 28-6, and we seem to have this one in control. If you're in your prior days when you were coaching, what are you telling the guys at halftime?
Guys, we got to go back in there and find the magical mystery cure and get the energy up.
Yeah.
And as an old wise coach, you say, get your chili hot.
Yep, keep that chili hot.
Play together, play fast, and play Rough Rider football. There's plenty out there if we just do that.
All right, well, very good. It's always a pleasure to have you in here for the expert analysis, and we look forward to you being in the booth
I'll be
next
there
Friday in Athens, Texas.
Where we're battling the Athenians.
That's exactly right.
Can't wait.
All right, the Centurions versus the
That's
Athenians.
it. They have a Brahms there, I hear. Is there there Brahms there?
There is. There's also a pit, or used to be a pit grill.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Are you familiar with the delicacies of a pit grill restaurant?
No, I've never heard of that restaurant. No, sir.
Oh, so we used to have one here in Center. They used to be all over East Texas, old-fashioned diner.
Oh, okay.
They have one. They have one in Athens.
Kind of like an Abe's Coney Island, but without the Coney Island.
Exactly.
I got you.
And we went there. You gotta eat there with us. They have this thing. It's called the Big Man Burger and the Big Man Breakfast.
I got to get away from the Big Man burgers. I got to do more hiking and biking.
That's
man.
right. We all do. Well, thank you, Colonel, for stepping in. We'll see you next Friday night for an extended period of time of your analysis.
Enjoyed it.
Go
Riders.
All right, here's East Texas Automotor, and we'll continue with the Farmer State Bank halftime show as it continues here live on NetSN.
We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto.
Happy Tales Adoption Center is now the animal shelter of Shelby County, and their promise and mission is to improve and protect the lives of animals in our community and to alleviate their suffering and abuse. Every week during the ball game, you'll have a Happy Tales Adoption Center Minute, where we will feature a couple of the wonderful animals up for adoption at Happy Tales Adoption Center. Also remind everyone how you can donate and become a foster or even volunteer if you have the opportunity. It's Happy Tales Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County, just east of Center. My name is Sparkles. I'm 2 years old and weigh 27 pounds. I'm a Catahoula mix and a little on the small side. I love playing, especially with kids. My name is Izzy. I'm 3 years old and I was what they called a city dog. But after 5 weeks I have all of my hair back, I'm super healthy, and I love people. These dogs, plus many other animals, are available for adoption at Happy Tales Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County.
One of my favorite memories
is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in the center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Farmers Bank halftime show. We're going to skip ahead while the band is finishing off. We're going to go to our Borders Poultry Supply up close and personal, where we met with Jamie Jenkins and had our second pancake breakfast with our offensive lineman of the week. All right, so we're here with our second pancake breakfast winner tonight, Mr. Jenkins. So tell us, okay, what's your number? 55. Sorry about that, folks. I hit the wrong button. Let's try that again. All right, so we're here with our second pancake breakfast winner tonight, Mr. Jenkins. So tell us, okay, what's your number? 55. And you play the most important position in all of football. And what position is that? Center. That's right, because we touch the ball every play. You got two centers here, Mr. Larry, right? You know what happens if you don't make a good snap? Nothing happens, right? Because it's dead. And then you not only got to make sure the quarterback gets the ball. And I hated shotgun. Of course, it was a different time. It's mostly shotgun now. We did shotgun. We were kind of unusual when we did shotgun. But I much preferred under center. But because then after you deliver the football, what do you got to do after that? You got to go block somebody after that. Do you make the calls for the line calls?
Most of them.
So how's that work? You get the play and then you tell the line.
Play and I see what the D line is lined up in. We have a whole bunch of calls.
All right, let's get this over here closer. Okay. So anyway, so the play comes in. Y'all don't huddle. So the play comes in. You go up there and what do?
I go look at the D line, see what they're lined up in. So sometimes they be lined up in crazy things.
Right.
Like last night, they started in the 3-man front and they switched it to a 4.
Right.
So the plays worked out a little differently sometimes.
Yeah. Is that the first thing you do? Identify, are they in an even or an odd front?
Yes,
right?
Sir.
And then you look for blitzes or
yeah, I look for blitzes.
Right. And then so tell us in general what kind of, because there's 2 or 3 kinds of blocking schemes. What is our general blocking scheme? How would you call it?
Zone.
Is that a zone blocking scheme? Okay. So tell us how that works. I mean, do you block a man or you're blocking an area, right?
Yeah, blocking the area.
Right. And so that's more of a thinking. We all know offensive linemen are not only the most important position, but we're also the smartest guys on the field, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Because it don't take anybody can go out there and go, well, you're going to run a slant. Anybody can do that. You got to make decisions like that, right?
Yes, sir.
And so and then you could just man up. I mean, there's various kinds of lights. But the zone is kind of the most intellectual because there's no. Like you said, you got to diagnose what's going on.
Yes, sir.
We call you Dr. Jink. Can we call you Dr. Jink? What's it like being a Rough Rider? Yep.
Everybody's family.
That's right. And what classification are you? What grade are you in?
Oh, I'm a junior.
You're a junior. All right. So we got him another year. That's gonna be great. What? Tell us about this team. How is this team special?
Special. We have a chemistry like no other. So we know each other like that in the back of our hand.
Right.
It's fun to play with each other too. Cause like we all grew up with each other.
Yeah.
Football. So everybody knows everybody.
Right. I think we're talking before the camera's off. About Corey, right? It's like he's a big guy, but he's really nice. But if he messes with if somebody messes with one of his buddies, you better watch out, right?
You better watch out because he's coming 400 pounds. He's moving fast.
So this is, how many of you guys came back from last year? Like 2? Did we replace 3?
A lot of seniors left.
Yeah. So a good offensive line is like a good stew or chili, right? It's got to marinate a little bit. You get that chemistry because it's a unit, right? I always think of offensive line as a unit. And so, have you seen that? Have y'all gotten better in that front where you kind of like the board where you just kind of think together? But you're the guy that you're the brain. You're the one that tells everybody what to do, right? So, again, are you enjoying the season?
I'm loving the season. That's all I got.
And what was your favorite thing this year? Favorite play, favorite thing that happened?
I know Corey goes wild when we score, but he went, was it Lucas Soto? We scored, it was a good touchdown, and he went wild. That was the funniest moment of the season. I love that.
Oh, good. That's it for, what else? What do you think about all this?
I'm loving it. I'm just enjoying it. I'm just glad to be a fan too and a parent.
Yep. Good deal. Everybody, the center marching band is away and going. Here, Chris Wallington has moved over. We're going to get to see, we missed probably the first 15%. We'll see again that it's a dress rehearsal for the next round of competition as the center band goes and makes straight ones in the marching at the first level. There's our shot from the field brought to you by Randy Collard. It's crystal clear. If your vision is not crystal clear, go see Dr. Collard because he can make it so. Our band tonight is brought to you by, of course, Bounds Insurance, which brings us both the band and the chaparral, who we'll see perform. What is this, Wallington? What are they doing right now? What do you call that maneuver?
I wish I knew. They divide the band and they do 2. I don't even know what either of them are called, but it's a double, whatever that is.
Yeah. Now it's an X. Oh, you just turned it, whatever you did, you just turned it down. There you go. Need a little more if you can, Mr. Wallington. There we go. What, do you know what this march is called, this one? They stand from the 30 to the 30. And everybody, that's the pride of Shelby County, the Center High School Marching Band. All won Division I at the first level marching contest. They'll be headed to the next level. After this interlude, it'll be the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Center High School Chaparrals. Both of them brought to you by Bounds Insurance.
Thank you for watching your award-winning CHS band. And now, the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Chaparrals.
For most Center Rough Rider fans, Center Texas is home. You think of home, it brings thoughts of places that have been there your whole life. One of those places is Bounds Insurance. Bounds is here in the present, yesterday, and will be tomorrow. Bounds Insurance for a lifetime.
Senior Captain Laura Ann Scott. Senior First Lieutenant Braylon McCaffrey. Senior First Lieutenant Giselle Olave. Junior Second Lieutenant Kiara Henson. Senior Third Lieutenant Genesis Odom. This week's chaperone, Joanna Almazan. Tonight, the girls perform a palm routine to the song "A Little Party."
All right, everybody, this is Sweethearts of Shelby County, brought to you by Bounds Insurance. This is the Farmers Bank halftime show that you're watching live here on NetSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Farmers State Bank halftime show. We're about to end the session, but we can't end halftime without going up to the blimp. So, Captain Porterfield, are you there?
We are here.
What you got on the
Flying
score?
high above the stadium. Hey, time for some other scores from the Batters Law Firm halftime scoreboard from the Bowles Feed Blimp. First of all, let me give you Ken's thought for tonight, and that is farming and football are where dreams are made and life lessons are learned.
That's a good one.
It's also where my vegetables come
from. Well, we begin with scores from Shelby County. Larry Pierce's game on NetSN. San Augustine 17, Shelbyville 12.
Yeah, Larry Pierce said that was going to be a ball game.
28, Cushing 8. Joaquin 22, Timpson 22.
Oh, wow.
A game played last night, Hemphill 0, Garrison 37. And in District 8, Athens 34, Rusk 2.
Oh, come on,
Carthage 28, Bullard 0. Our pilot is telling me it's now 35-0.
Oh, okay.
Carthage. Okay, thank you, Captain, or pilot. And in District 7, it's Pleasant Grove 21 and Gilmer 3, Pittsburgh 0, Van 42.
That
and
solves
that's
that
Batters
mystery.
Law Firm Scoreboard. Remember, if your legal issue matters, then in East Texas, it's got to be Batters. The Batters Law Firm is just a call away. Now down below at the ranch, your halftime score, Brownsboro 6, Center 28. Talk to you again at third quarter.
All right, well, thank you, Captain. And tell the first mate that he's doing an excellent job. All right, folks, here we go. We saw the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, and I'm about to turn it over to Chris Wallington. We're going to have a special guest color commentator here for the third quarter, and I'll let Mr. Wallington do the introduction.
This is my cousin Barry Baggett from deep in the Arkansas, northwest Arkansas area, and when I was a little kid wanting to do this, he showed me how to do it by helping me record games we were watching on college on Saturday. We called the game into a little tape recorder. Barry, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's so great to be here. It's been a few years.
We every time you're in town, you take a little bit at color, but we're going to let Rob Payne take the play-by-play, and you and I will colorize a little bit while Shires works all that computerisms.
So we've had the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff to start the second half. Bears get the ball to start the second half, and they trail the Riders 28-6. So the Bears open up at their own 25-yard line and trying to get things started. The referees are trying to sort things out, and Bears thought they were ready to go, and referees shut things down. And
yeah, I don't know what they're discussing. Yeah, that's the thing. And of course, back in the day, we would go down to the sideline for Shires, and he'd figure it out for us. But Barry, your dad's down there about the 50-yard line right in the middle of the audience. Have you guys enjoyed the game?
We sure have, and especially that play at the end of the game, the exciting interception return. I think that's the reason I came. I came for that play.
For that,
that was awesome.
Good enough.
All right, the referees have waved off the flag, picked it up. So no penalty. First down for the Bears. They've still got a couple of backs in the backfield. Now they've got a little motion. Quarterback has it, fakes the handoff, throws to the sideline. Ball is caught, but the Rider defense comes out as stingy as ever and has really good penetration on the right-hand side of the line, and they shut that play down after a yard gain, second down.
That was our middle linebacker that made the interception and managed to outrun some receivers to get to the end zone.
All right, so it's going to bring up second down and 9.
If you are the Bears and you are interested in winning this game and staying in the playoff race, this is a must-have. You can't just get a first down or two. You need to go down and score down by 2 touchdowns plus a point. Played a good first half, but they got to start right now.
Plenty of protection for the quarterback in the backfield, just trying to make something happen. Then he puts his fullback in motion. Quarterback back to throw, and the Riders go for the ball in the backfield to try to bat it down. They don't get it there, but the defense does bat it down in front of the receiver. Incomplete, third down.
Trying to find that number. They're just so hard to read, but I think that's that Tim. That's big number 3. All right.
Nice defensive play, and it brings up third down. If the Rider defense can hold them here, force a punt, it'll be a boon for the Riders and just the way they want to start the second half.
And will be just a knife blade in the arm of the Bears, who really need this drive to stay in the game.
But you know that several times tonight the Bears have managed to turn a third and long into a positive, into a first down. On 3rd and 9. They fake the give and then throw across the middle. And Timothy Johnson with an incredible play again. Bats it down in front of the intended receiver. and forces a 4th down situation, 4th and 9 for the Bears, and the punt unit comes out.
Timothy Johnson's series, isn't it? Two good defensive plays in a row.
Nice break on the ball there.
Yeah, waiting on it.
Looking for it. So on 4th down, the punt unit comes in for the Bears, and then with the opening kickoff from the second half, they're unable to make anything happen. He shanks his punt. It bounces at his own 40-yard line, and the Riders will have it on the Bears side of the field, starting at their 46.
Well, good news for the Riders, terrible news for the Bears. It was just short of a turnover, about the worst way they could get started. Big opportunity for the Rough Riders. What have you seen from the Rough Rider offense tonight? You've only seen one half of it. We've seen 8.5 halves. Well, I guess 17 halves. What do you make of it?
Well, I think that center maybe started off a little bit slow, that they found the groove as we got into the second quarter, and they came on strong.
And what do you think about the throwback gold uniforms?
I love them. I think it stands out real well, and it's very unique. I have never seen a uniform just like that.
All right, on 1st down, Bellin takes a snap, pitches out to the right side, and the Riders have about 3 yards on that play.
We were talking actually about uniforms in the pro game. The Minnesota Vikings, I like them because they're purple. You like them just because they're unique, but I think they're either purple or white. They never come out in gold, do they?
Maybe just a little gold accent, but
yeah,
nothing like the Rough Riders.
Right.
We're going to call it 4 yards, 2nd and 6. And hand off to Bluford right in the middle. No, I'm sorry, it's not Bluford. It's number 9 for the Riders running the ball. And but he hits the middle and then bounces back. Looks like he gets a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down.
Jason is a freshman. He's our version. He's our Lightning in our version of Thunder and Lightning, with 32 being the Thunder and the primary back. He's given us some quality downs starting about week 4 as the fast back, but boy, that time didn't work out.
Well, Jason gets a carry again and looking for a hole, and this time falls forward. Nice job, and it brings up 4th down and short.
Close enough to go for it.
It is.
Not going to punt too far away to kick the field goal, so it's about the only thing he can do.
They bring Grant Gregory in. Notice him running into the game now.
Yeah, he'll come in as tight end.
And Bluford's going to come in and spell Jasis.
Yeah.
So on a crucial 4th down play to keep it alive, I wondered if they bring Bluford in.
They're bringing the beef.
Yep.
Which means they may pass.
So on 4th down and short, they hand it to Bluford, and he's looking and finds his hole and takes off and gets more.
He may get
Still
it off.
on his feet, spin move.
Crashes down towards between the 5 and lowers his shoulder and almost pushes 4 Bears, which is hard to do when you're talking Bears.
Inside the 5-yard line, so the Riders will be 1st and goal.
I mean, when you're playing the Hornets, you can push 4 Hornets. I mean, you know, birds, eagles, but not Bears. That was a huge push at the end, almost got to the end zone.
And the Riders don't delay. They give it to Bluford again, who angles in and touchdown Riders.
Yeah, but that one was that entirely on the ground that time?
I guess it was.
Yeah,
Jasis was there.
Well, that is well done.
Nice momentum drive for the Riders after the
for 2 reasons. Because they stop, they get a really good stop and they limit the Bears to no offense on the first drive. Then with a shanked punt, they have a short field and they make the most of it.
Right, it's been all Riders since the last play of the second quarter.
We have a replay?
The one before the touchdown.
It's the one before the touchdown, the big run. You see him getting ready for the 4th and 1. And we're thinking, all right, can they make the 1st down out of this? And boy, it was, once he got started, he was off to the races. Instead, we'll have to go to break. We'll catch that on the next time.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet. Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Okay. Back against the Bears on the return. Kickoff, the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff goes to the right. They reverse field all the way to the left if you're a Rough Rider and get close to the 40-yard line against the sideline, but there is a flag on the play. A good return, but when they're all that reversing field, a lot of times, Barry, that just cries out for a blocking foul.
That's right. You're just waiting for that flag sometimes.
We can look at the replay now.
While we're waiting, let's look at the replay on that big run. It was almost immediate. You knew we were going to have the first down, but he broke it into something else and then had a wrestling match with 4 bars like Davy Crockett.
Nice determination there all the way inside the 5.
It's got to be a blocking foul.
Well, I appreciate
I don't think it was
I appreciate this officiating crew, Rob. They have been very thorough.
They visit a lot before they make the call.
They're either planning a late night meal or they are making sure they get it right. Maybe both. Okay, 2 flags.
Now they're going to sort it out.
Yeah, there's 2 flags. If they both happen during the play, they'll offset. If one happened after the play, then what do? You take them both?
You may march one way and then mark the other one the other way.
That's right. That's what you'd have to do. You mark the one that happened during the playoff, then turn around and mark the other one back, and then a lot of times they put it right back on the same spot. So this will be kind of exciting.
All right, so they're going to mark the call against the Bears. 10-yard penalty. Now they're going to mark it against the Riders.
And they're going to benefit 5 yards, I think.
And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So it's a net 5-yard gain for the Bears.
He just played posse on the Broadway.
During third quarter, by the way, Barry, both bands are at break, and so we get all the music coming from a local DJ. And he does a good job.
He does. He keeps it hopping out there.
On first down for the Bears from the 40-yard line. Two backs in the backfield for the Bears. And they're going to give it to one of them. He's going to take off to the right, turn upfield. Has about, 3 yards?
Yeah, and Easton Wolf on the stop.
4 yards.
Give him 4. Easton Wolf, the sophomore, on so many stops. And the rest of the linebacking core juniors. It's a lot of youth making most of our tackles, so the future looks bright in the defensive zone.
They're only going to get better from here?
Yeah, and it looks pretty bright offensively, too. We're losing some skill folks next year, but the core of the line will be back.
Second down for the Bears. From the shotgun, got a man in motion. And handoff up the middle, and there's nowhere to go.
It looked like the man in motion turned upfield just a little before.
I thought the same thing, but no call.
So with the Rough Riders up 28-6 here.
Richie Simmons again.
Mr. Simmons again? Wow. And what grade's he in? Simmons, a junior.
He may be POG.
He has come on strong, and like we said, if you weren't watching in the first half, we've not called his name this season. He has been a game changer tonight.
3rd and 7 for the Bears. Oh, and the snap goes past the quarterback. He manages to fall on it, but quite a loss. And now several flags come out, and that's never good.
No.
At the end of the play.
If someone fell did anyone fall on the quarterback? Which is, in the pros, you kind of get away with that, but once you hit the ground in high school, it's over, so no reason to do that. I didn't notice. You have any idea?
Looked like a little extra pushing and shoving there after the play, a few seconds after the play.
Well, they called it on Brownsboro.
Okay. Well, that's 8 games of frustration that get boiled down to a snap. Those are the kind of things that just don't happen.
And that's a big deal. It was already 4th down. They had a loss. Now 15 more yards. They're going to have to punt. And the Riders have an opportunity once again to have a short field.
The Rough Riders are 6-1 this year. How many times have we had a snap get past Bellin this year? Do you remember, Shires, any? I don't think we've had any problem like that.
That's because of the excellence of Jamie.
Just because Jamie Jenkins is a very fine center. But just teams that have 0-8 records, these things happen to them. Sometimes at the very worst moment. So got to punt now. What was this, 4th down and 30?
Bears ready to punt from inside the 10, and it's a very nice punt. Riders catch it on the heels and then head to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Johnson down the sidelines.
Touchdown.
And Johnson has right now a touchdown after a punt return, but there is a flag.
Well, of course. I thought he'd stepped out of bounds, but it looks like there was a flag on the play
I think the flag is on the Riders' 40-yard line. I see it now. I was looking for it.
That's our on the field camera. That's
So with 6:46 in the 3rd quarter, after a really nice punt from the Bears, and the Riders have an exciting potential touchdown, but it looks like it's coming back with a flag back around the 40 near where Johnson caught the ball.
Let's have a look at it.
Okay. All right, so we're going to have a look at it to kind of see, but
man, that's a big penalty because it's going to be from the spot of the foul. That is basically a 70-yard penalty. He ran for a touchdown. Instead, we're 70 yards away from the goal line. We haven't heard from the referee.
The flag was immediate. Mr. Shires is showing a replay, and the flag came in right when he caught the ball.
So he ran most of that after it was no longer any reason to. Okay.
So kind of blocking infraction. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which puts the ball for the Riders at their own 30-yard line with 6:46 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Riders lead 35-6. Bellin in the shotgun, and they hand off and keep it on the ground, and that's Jasis taking off to the 40 for a nice 10-yard run and a first down, a Ray Jones first down for the Riders.
Boom, Ray Jones first down. Thanks for Ray Jones for giving us that and the keys to the game. First down, Mr. Payne.
Yep, first down for the Riders from the 41. Now the Rider offense stopped just for a second. Bellin's talking to him. He's got plenty of time. Here we go. There's a snap. Throw. Ratcliffe behind the line of scrimmage and tackled up around for about 5 yards.
Like that play. Always like that play.
Get the ball into the hands of an athlete and then let them
see
do
what
something.
they can do. Yeah. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 50.
Right, and the Riders had some 3rd and long in the first half, and they're fixing that with some short pass plays.
You're right.
5 yards, moving on down the field.
So 2nd and 5 is a lot better. Now we have a reverse in the backfield. Johnson coming around, but instead of scampering down the sidelines, is forced out of bounds after he gets into Bears territory.
Don't know what you'd call that play, but you have the whole line moving left. You even have the motion left, and then you flip it to Johnson going right. It's a reverse, but I mean, the reverses that I most normally see, you turn and you hand it to somebody. But this is a little shovel pass reverse, a variation on a theme, and I like that. So you're saying from over there, Shires in the shadows, you would call that a reverse.
From the 43-yard line, There's a pass play out to the left-hand side intended for Barnes. Incomplete.
Now, I'm going to call that an incomplete pass.
Are you?
All right, I'm back on my game.
Barry, would you incomplete pass?
That would be a
I'd
non-complete?
go with that.
Okay.
Maybe threw it a little behind him. You know?
Okay.
Second down for the Riders.
Don't go to the camera one.
After a really successful reverse play. All right, Jasis takes it and runs, and he gets into the secondary, breaks in through the line, and down to the 20-yard line.
And Shires, I want you to take note on that. The offensive line has just done a good job tonight. Most of what our big gains have been between the tackles.
All right, before the defense can get set, the Riders snap the ball, have a hitch pass down to the left side. Touchdown, Riders.
Before Brownsboro knew what hit them, they got the Ray Jones first down, and then the Rough Rider touchdown. Well done.
The offense is playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And great variety.
Great variety, emptying the bag of tricks just a little bit, and they're really on their game.
The 20-yard pass to Barnes. Now the extra point attempt. Riders already have 41 to the Bears 6.
Illegal substitution.
Oh, illegal substitution on the last play on the touchdown?
No,
on the extra point? Oh, okay. Legal substitution against the Bears on the touchdown.
All right.
Rough Riders get to decline that to the score stands.
When it rains, it pours. So an illegal substitution, but against the Bears. Decline penalty.
Purple rain, it pours.
With Chapa coming in for the extra point attempt, and it's good. 42-6. Riders over the Bears.
Well, we're going to go to break right now. We'll be back with the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff right after this.
While wearing our boogie shoes.
You crack me up. I can't.
Text.
Sorry, I didn't. I thought you'd already gone to break.
No, I'm generally going to play the replay after the.
Okay.
It's okay.
You crack me up. I can't catch a break. Oh, I was shattered by the news. Those are fine if they're expressions, but you don't want to use those terms when you're talking about your windows at home or your windshields or your mirrors. For the finest in glass repair and creativity, call Anna Bowles-Lee at Center Glass. This is McAdams Propane. And this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
Welcome back, folks, on the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. After the Riders' touchdown, the Bears fielded around the 15-yard line, have about a 15-yard return, and they'll start around their own 30.
And we are now going to sideline reporter Holly Hearn and Tammy Steptoe. Hello, we're taking a Tammy Steptoe step to the sideline. How are you, Holly?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What you got for us?
All right, so right now I'm with Henderson's starting quarterback, Vince Howard. And Vince, I got to ask, what do you think of the Rider football game tonight?
It's really impressive. I mean, they're putting it on. They're very impressive passing attack. I've been very impressed with the quarterback. I mean, obviously they're not very good, the other team, but they're looking really nice.
All right, that was Vince Howard, Henderson Lions starting quarterback.
Yeah, they're off this week. He came to watch his buddy Grant Gregory. Thank you very much, Holly.
Yes,
that
sir.
Was well done.
Thank you.
All right, on first down, the Bears going to run to the right side on a sweep. And they're out of bounds, I don't know, 9, maybe 10.
Barry, I want you to tell me how
10.
cool that is that not only did we get an interview with another quarterback, but we had it on the air.
That's very impressive, and it's a nice insight from that current quarterback as well.
Yeah. got a camera on him, the whole nine. We may go pro. We may go pro at this someday.
9-yard run for the Bears. On second down, it'll be 2nd and 1. They give it right up the middle. The Rider defense is jerking him back and trying to keep him away from that first down marker, but according to where the referees are, looks like they got it, and they did. First down.
Didn't need much after that good first down pass.
.4:15 to go in the third quarter. Riders lead 42-6.
I have a trivia question for either you or Barry, Rob. What's the one Rough Rider player that plays both ways most downs? That's right. Timothy Johnson is that athlete where you don't really ever want him not on the field. Everybody plays both ways some, but he just rarely, I don't think he lines up for extra points.
All right. A trouble with the exchange for the Bears on first down. Quarterback falls on it, so the quarterback has saved 2 errors then, one on a bad snap in the previous drive, and then here a bad exchange. Unfortunately for the Bears, it's a loss of 6 yards, almost 7 yards.
Yeah, on that last bad snap, he fell on it, but it was time to punt. This time they have a chance to make things right.
All right, and we've seen in the beginning of the game, that first drive, where they had some success, some really good pass plays. Quarterback back up, he's scrambling. He has a man in the backfield.
Wow.
If that's a catch, it knocked it loose, but it is not. It's going to be incomplete.
Wow, you could see that coming, Barry.
Some major hitting going on tonight, especially by the Riders.
If he had been a fraction of a second slower, that would have been a fumble.
Yep.
Yeah, but 3rd and 16, if you're the Brownsboro Bears, that's not what you need.
No. About 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Bears on third down. Quarterback scrambling to his right, looking to throw it down the field. Pump fakes and throws. Looking to the sidelines. There's a rider there, and it looks like it's intercepted. If he had it inbounds, and he did.
He was waiting for the quarterback, threw it away.
Yeah.
Quarterback never saw him there. And the Rough Rider was just waiting to kept his toes in bounds.
That's right. He perfectly just waiting there for it. He read the quarterback's eyes, and it was ready for that big interception.
He said, I might as well stick around right here just in case. And basically like a spider in a spider web. That's crazy. Okay, you have the replay on the big hit right there. Boom, you can see the ball all the way from up here.
All right, interception by the Riders on the sidelines on the Bears' 40-yard line, which means the Riders start 1st and 10, 40 yards away from the end zone. And the Riders going to keep it on the ground. Bluford running the ball for the Riders has a first down, and Moore still on his feet. And about a 20-yard run.
Yeah, the Rough Riders keeping it on the ground. Bluford refusing to go to the ground. That was just.
Well, and let's look to see if the teams don't keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
And keep that clock running.
Probably time to do that.
And then we throw it. After I say that, and then they throw it. Touchdown Riders. And that's the number 15 for the Center Rough Riders. No, Barnes. No, that's number 16, Barnes.
Nice mix of run, nice mix of pass. Yeah. And we got Purple Rain playing again.
That's right. All the rain you can buy.
Number 16 for the Riders, Christise Barnes, freshman for the Riders, catches the touchdown pass.
See you
Extra
later,
point
Mr.
attempt.
Shepard. See you later.
There's the kick, and good. Riders go up 7 more here in the latter moments of the third quarter.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work. so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
You're back. You're back.
Shelby Savings Bank kickoff here from left to right. The boot is received at the 5-yard line, return to the 20.
You gotta turn your camera, turn it off, turn it back on.
And return up to around the 23-yard line. Now that's where the Bears will start with a minute 48 to go here in the third quarter.
And we're back. So we are first down and 10.
All right.
For Brownsboro at the 22-yard line,
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
And it's about time for the Brownsboro Bears, if they're going to make a run, this has just got to be it.
All right, on first down. Two receivers right, one to the left. They're going to keep it on the ground and run it. And up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, that's better than nothing. Oh, yeah, it looks like we may be running the clock on.
That's what I think they're running the clock.
Yeah, so this game may go pretty quickly. The Rough Riders, by the way, were 43-point favorites. Are they up by 43?
Yep, exactly.
Exactly?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's amazing how accurate these folks seem to be with these things. But that's why when they aren't accurate, it's such a surprise.
For those of you not at the game but looking at the scoreboard, yes, they are running the clock. So
usually they wait till the end of the quarter to do that, but they'll snap it one more time this quarter.
All right. Snap, give, keeping it on the ground. Another nice run, close to a first down for the Bears, and it is, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter.
Barry, thank you for coming up. We had a good time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. It's been fun to be back here with you guys, and looks like Center's going to have a great season. So
It's been a good season at this point, I guarantee you. All right, now we are going to call up to the blimp for more scores in the area. If I can just get that button pushed. There it is.
Blimp here.
Well, hello, Blimp. What are your third quarter scores?
Well, let's take a look around Shelby County. In District 11, Larry Pierce's game on NetSN, San Augustine 17, Shelbyville 32.
Oh, Shelbyville is taking control.
In Tenaha 31, Cushing 8, Joaquin 36, Kempson 22. We have a final in Texarkana also, Pleasant Grove 27, Gilmer 10.
Wow, upset.
Yeah, and that's the Batters Law Firm scoreboard. Remember, if your legal issue matters, then in East Texas, it's got to be Batters. The Batters Law Firm is just a call away. Now, down below at the ranch, your third quarter scores, Center 29, Brownsboro 6. 49, sorry. Center 49, Brownsboro 6.
A lot of scoring going on.
After the game.
All right,
It's
thank
been
you,
a
Lee.
busy night.
Thank you, Lee. Always good to have that from Bowles Feed and from Batters Law Firm.
That's not a surprise to me that Pleasant Grove. I mean, those two teams are evenly matched. It was a pick'em game, and I think it was in Texarkana.
Was.
Third down and short, and it looks like the Bears have enough to make a first down right around the 30-yard line.
And then Gilmer didn't get hot until the end of the season.
Last year. That's right. But this is, by now, they were ripping and snoring. And when They beat Van. It wasn't by a lot of points, but a 17-point victory. I'm surprised by, even though it was in Texarkana. So now, if Texarkana has to beat Van. If they don't, then it's the top three have knocked each other off, and we'll have to figure out what happens. But next week's game for Center against Athens, assuming Athens is beating Rusk.
Well, we don't have to figure it out.
That's true. But
other people will.
They will. Athens will need to, assuming they beat Rusk, we'll be in a tie for second.
On first down, the intended receiver fell down for the Bears. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up second down, and, that can be one of those dangerous plays. There can be a defender in the area. And,
like our defender was when poor guy was trying to throw the ball away, and we were just taking it away from him.
Right.
So assuming that Athens beats Rusk, next week we'll have a monster game, basically for second. But the question is, who will we play? It's going to be a very good team, even if we are the second place.
I think it'll be Van.
I think it'll be Van too, but we'll have to watch and see.
All right, on second down, the Bears looking to run, and the Riders are looking to stop them, and the Riders stop them.
And Van has blitzed Pittsburgh. I mean, it's
right.
And then interestingly, I don't know if you kept with this. St. Augustine was ahead of Shelbyville for the vast majority of that game.
Really?
But Shelbyville put up 3 scores relatively quickly and was taking control. But Larry Pierce told us that was going to be a ball game.
And when we lied, we said, well, okay, whatever. But he was right.
All right. The Bears taking their time to get the plays called in. Third down. 3rd and 10. Quarterback back to throw, scrambling under some pressure, eludes the defense and throws the ball down the field. Has a receiver, and ball is caught at the 35-yard line, and then runs another almost 9 yards and then out of bounds. So a huge play that was almost disaster. The Riders had the quarterback, and he got away from him, had a man downfield, and caught the ball.
And when something like that happens for the team that's behind, I'm tempted to stop the clock. Let's let it, but of course, it's an official decision. It's not like the clock person decided that on their own. So, it is what it is. But
you either run it or you don't.
That was just right. Can't choose.
All right, man in motion, hand off to him, flip the ball to him. He's in the backfield and being chased. Forced out of bounds after about 5 yards.
Actually able to make get around.
Just a lot of speed in that backfield for Brownsboro.
Yeah. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, folks, not the 3rd. I thought I had made that switch, but yeah. Turns out I had not. Thank you, Mr. Payne. So this is going to be a matter of principle here for the Rough Rider defense, the Brownsboro offense. They're going to want to score. This game's out of whack, but now we're going to see some competing going on.
2nd and 6, and on second down, the Riders chase the back, and he goes out of bounds and may have lost a yard.
Can you make a quick, just eye check? How many starters are still in the game for the Rough Riders? Are they all?
It's hard to tell.
I always look to the linebacking core first to see if 10, 14, and 21 are there. Since those are football scores, it's easy to see.
10's on the sidelines.
Okay.
21's on the sidelines.
So
14's on the sidelines.
So getting a little meaningful play in now for some of next year's folks.
Loss of a yard and a half. 3rd down for the Bears.
I don't think Coach Hoff cares who's
No, he
in
does
there.
not. Absolutely.
All right. Quarterback says he probably wants he may be calling for a timeout. And it is timeout.
Coach Hoff's one of our favorite coaches.
Yeah.
We're going to get him in the
off
season. We're going to bring him. He's going to come along with us and commentate.
I would love for him to be a commentator. Anytime he can't come, that would be great. Coach Hofstetter, our defensive coordinator, top notch. Let's take a break. We have a chance to do a little business for sponsors.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
All right, welcome back. We need to talk about Mooney's Emporium.
We absolutely do. Are we going to get new shirts from Shell Mooney?
We're working on it.
Well, she'll design them exactly like we want them and probably a lot better.
Yep.
The Mooney Emporium always brings us Rough Rider football.
All right, on third down, fake the run, and then they throw the ball, and there's nobody in the area, no receiver in the area, so something's up there. And it brings up fourth down, which, of course, they'll go for.
They'll just have to go for.
Fourth and 8.
We also appreciate JBI Insurance. That's Joe Bill Mattier, who's been with Rough Rider Sports for a very, very long time, ever since we started the live stream and beyond. He's your insurance source for your poultry farm, for your mobile home, for your four-wheeler, all of the normal insurance, and so much more. JBI.
All right, on fourth down and 8. Bears are going for it on fourth down. Third time tonight, I think. And they haul off and throw it towards the end zone.
Oh, what a catch.
And caught, touchdown. What a snag and a great throw. It went right where it had to be. So the Bears, close to the end of the game, have made it into the end zone for 6 more points.
That was a terrific catch.
It really was. Well, I actually think I caught enough of that to where if you have the replay, we can watch it.
You not have it, but it was good.
Okay.
It was well defended.
Yeah. Again, it was the second time tonight that they've made it to the end zone, draped by gold, and just made the catch. And appreciate the officials. They did call for the clock to stop so they could, between the score and get the right personnel on the field.
2-point conversion attempt. Quarterback scrambling under pressure, trying to find a place to go with it, and pitches it into the end zone, and the Riders knock it down, and so the 2-point is no good. All right, so it's the Bears 12 points and the Riders 49.
All right, we'll be right back with our sideline reporter for a Tammy Steptoe Step to the Sideline right after this.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
All right, welcome back to Shelby Savings Bank Kickoff. It's going to be short, and we're going to take it, and here we go. Get to the 50, just to the other side of the 50.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they had in mind, Mr. Shire.
You're right, a short kickoff, and the Riders start at midfield.
Now we're going to go down. We hope. There's Miss Herndon. How are you?
Hey, Allie is preoccupied right now.
Okay, you were. Who? Tell us who Allie Verdreen is.
Sir?
Tell us who Allie is.
She is one of the best, or probably the best, athletic trainers that we have at Center High School.
Okay, and then she got busy, so we'll try you again before the game's over.
Yes, sir.
Clock running inside of 4 minutes. The Riders will start this possession at midfield.
I figure we'll just sit on it here. Run the football
I would think. Yeah, the only thing at stake is the line before the game.
All right, there's some movement, and flags come in.
That should be offsides. Our guy moved, but he was drawn off by contact by the defensive player in the neutral zone. But I don't know if you get that call when you're up 49-12.
Right.
We'll see.
And it gives me a chance to talk about the Aurora Concepts.
We did.
Okay. Aurora Concepts post-game show. We'll have something to smile about. We'll have our seasons versus against Dairy Queen. And we'll have a visit with our cheerleader of the night, we hope. We'll talk to Coach Meeks and our player of the game, Center Motor Company player of the game, which we have not yet quite decided upon, but we will.
Oh, I know. I think it's pretty much. I think I know who we're going with. But, the other thing is we got to figure out who the lineman, the pancake breakfast is for tomorrow.
Got to definitely do that.
I'm just not sure because we were all. We're going to have to ask Coach about that.
Do we have enough time to talk to Holly now, you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Noah Thompson, the running back, just got about 7 yards.
There you are. Hello. Talk to us.
All right, so I'm with Allie Madrid. Probably one of, if not the best athletic trainer that we have. I just wanted to ask, and I'm very interested, I'm sure the audience is as well, what is the most crucial thing an athletic trainer must know when serving on the sidelines and the field?
Definitely professionalism and employability. Just remember your profession, remember how you were taught how to do things, and, do things by the book and the way that they're supposed to be done. That's probably the most important thing to do this.
Yeah. All right. That was all I've been doing. Center High School's best, if not, the athletic trainer.
All right. I bet
you,
you think she could tape an ankle?
Sir.
I bet she could
I bet she could tape an ankle.
I love that. Getting a little bit of credit where credit's due.
Third down for the Riders, third and about 3. Got Noah and Thompson running the ball for the Riders, getting some experience here. And in 3 plays, he's gotten 10 yards for the Riders.
That may just about do it.
Just about, yeah.
I think we're going to victory O. Wallach, are you going to head down to the – like I said, this should do it. Riders already go into victory O.
Yep.
At this point.
Take a knee here.
Take a knee.
That's right. They don't need to do anything different than that.
So we have the Aurora Concepts postgame show coming up soon.
All right.
Oh, are we actually going to run a real play? We're going to hand it off.
They're going to hand off to Noah again, who is grabbed, and taken down pretty quickly. So Noah was introduced to some hard hitting right then.
Yep, and now to surely do it.
And that's it. Riders are coming to the sideline. They don't need to snap the ball again.
All right. Well,
so right at the end of the game, the Bears were able to get in the end zone again. So our final score will be 49-12, Mr. Shires.
That's right. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the Aurora Concepts post-game show right after this.
Hey, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tenaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen and Center. Se habla un poquito español.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
It's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
Wiggins Farms. You know, they call them the watermelon family. But the product from their farm, when the melon's just a baby, all the way through to the harvest, to your table. It's the juiciest, best melons available. Wiggins Farms, hat not included.
Hello there, Rider fan. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. But now the game is behind us, and it's time to see what went on out there It's time for the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Aurora Concepts is your home for fine primary care, for the best in testing and vaccination. Stay well with Aurora Concepts. Let them take care of you. And let us take care of you now during the Aurora Concepts Postgame Show. Let's go now to your host, Stephen Shires.
Welcome to the Aurora Concepts post-game show, where the Center Rough Riders have defeated the Brownsboro Bears 49-12. Now it's time for something to smile about.
All right. God, there's so many good things. I got my highlight sheet. It goes into the. I got more highlights than I had spaces for.
What about? I'm smiling because the Riders, what I think, had kind of a slow start.
Yeah.
Rather than just accept that and win by a small margin, the Riders came in a little more determined and widened that gap.
Yeah.
That's something to smile about.
That's
to
right.
show that the Riders can overcome a slow start.
Yeah. Also having Wallington's cousin Barry in here, because again, like Wallington said, they used to tape record. They would commentate games.
Oh, yeah.
So it was fun to have him up here and doing that.
So special guest stars, always something to smile about.
Exactly.
And having Barry Baggett here was neat.
Lots of things to smile about here.
All right.
So we'll hear from Wyndham Family Dental, and we'll be right back as the Aurora Concepts postgame show continues live here on NetSN.
Excuse me there, son. I'm new to and I only have one tooth in my head. Where do I get it repaired? Oh, you're looking for Wyndham Family Dentistry. Clayton Paul, Anna Joy, Danny Paul, any of the Wyndhams will fix you up. Oh, thank you kindly. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts postgame show, and we're going right down to our JBA Financial Coach Talk because Chris Wallington has corralled Coach Meeks.
Yeah, it didn't take very long at all, Coach. Congratulations. Were you pleased all the way through, or were you more pleased early or late, and how'd that work in your head?
I think pretty pleased all the way through. We did a lot of really good things tonight. There's always going to be some things as we go back and watch that obviously we're going to have to work on, but the kids did exactly what we asked of them, and that's what we want.
You tell me you already know your pancake blocker that we're going to take to breakfast tomorrow. Who and why?
Yeah, Jamarian Can, right tackle. He had a great game tonight. He's growing up each week, and he had 4 or 5 solid pancakes tonight. Maybe had more, but I mean he did a great job. So I'm stepping in on that nomination this week.
No, that's good.
Always take it. Yeah, but that's easy enough. And I noticed that a lot of the run plays all night were between the tackles.
They were. I thought we did a better job in the second half. Struggled a little bit early, but we knew they were going to be good up front in the defensive line. And so kind of as we started going and wearing on them a little bit, then everything in the run game opened up. So it'll be the same next week. We got a big challenge ahead of us next week. Really big game on the run.
Yeah.
And, with a lot at stake next week. So we got to have a really good week.
For what it's worth, we'll talk about it Monday. Pleasant Grove, I don't know that it was an upset, but 27-10 was an upset over Gilmer.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. So that puts some kinks all through that district.
A unique spin, but we know we're going to play a good team first round.
Absolutely. They're top 3 are all very talented, and Van played Gilmer close last week. I expect them to play PG in a really good game the last game of the season. So
all right.
We won't know much about that one until the end of the season. So, but we'll worry about it at that point. We got to get ready for Athens first.
Look forward to Monday, 7:30, Coach Meeks show at the Pizzeria. See you then.
Thank you all very much.
All right. Well, Rob, that's the coach talk. We'll take it back up to you just for a second. And before you tell about JBA and Associates, who's our player of the game? We don't have many of them left.
Number 30, Quincy Simmons.
Quincy Simmons. I'm going to see. Give me 10 seconds. I'll see if he's still around.
Okay. Well, we'll hear from JBA. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Rob Payne. You've got business to tend to while we do that.
The coach
talk on NetSN. Is Quincy Simmons still on the field?
Yeah, turn Wallington down. There we go.
The coach talk on NetSN is brought all game long and all season long by JBA Financial. John Black knows a thing or two about leadership. He was a Rough Rider coach himself in the 1980s. So he and his staff at JBA Financial take pride in providing financial leadership for their clients in Center and in Longview. That's JBA Financial. All right, we're going back down to the field to talk to Chris Watlington. And
I'm slowly making my way there.
Yeah.
We didn't get Simmons, but we did get the guy that came on early and made some plays.
We got Mosley.
For the defense early, Caleb Mosley. He was one of our candidates for player of the game.
There we are.
There he is right there. Caleb, good game.
Thank you.
What was I know that you're bound to as a player have favorite moments. What was one of your favorite moments in this game?
This game, probably the first one I made. I just
talk us through that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a call where I was supposed to run through back like a race, and he just came right to me.
Just like a spider waiting for him in a trap.
Right there.
Made the play. What's something that you saw a teammate do tonight that you thought, all right, that's my boy?
No, one of my backups, one of my second strings, he was doing real good on special teams. He was getting a whole bunch of tackles, and that was really important for us.
Who's that guy?
KJ.
All right. Well, tell him that we say congratulations. Looking forward to following you to Athens next week. Okay. Thank you, Caleb.
All right.
Hey, Holly, you're going to be our cheerleader of the night because I want to ask you a question about the cheerleader every night. So do you mind holding my phone?
I don't.
Okay. But you don't have to talk on it. I'll just do it this way.
Okay.
So cheerleaders, when you were a cheerleader,
Yes, sir.
did you like home games better or did you like traveling and going on the road?
She's really thinking about this.
Honestly, I mean, I guess for for obvious reasons, home games, just because there's more of a show out, there's more of an audience, and it's much more fun to cheer to people,
Okay.
instead of an empty stand. So, yeah.
And second question, did you prefer cheering on a game like this when it's kind of over pretty early, but it's all center, or did you prefer cheering in a close game, even if it was a loss?
Right. I want to make a reference to Tatum's game my sophomore year on varsity. We went to overtime like 2 or 3 times.
I remember that.
That was the best game I've ever cheered at in my life. And we won. And we came out with a victory. And everybody was so much more happy, even though, we probably could have put up more of a deficit, more of a difference between us and Tatum. We still won. And we still put up a fight, and it just made it a lot more.
The last game of that season was a playoff game, and we went the same number of overtimes, and we lost. But it's still so much volume inside.
Yeah, Aubrey.
That's it.
That was one. Yeah, that one was really exciting. I think I liked Tatum better just because I knew we could have beat Aubrey a little closer.
Yeah, we could have. We should have. Don't go away. Dr. Collar, come on. Come around here to the front. This is our Cracker Jack optometric sideline reporter. What is our optometric tip? Doc's optometric tip.
Tip of the night is just we've got to keep the vision going and we've got to keep winning.
Winning helps vision.
It does.
But if we start losing, we go to see you.
We go see me and I can correct the vision.
Turn it around. We solved a lot of problems down here tonight. Hey, Holly, I want you to send us to break, if you don't mind, by reading that.
All right.
Right there.
The girls and I say thank you to Gaddy's Medical Equipment on First Street for bringing you updates about the cheerleaders all season long. When you need help getting better, you trust Gaddy's.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Yeah, he says thanks
All right,
to our
everybody,
year-long.
welcome back to the Aurora Concepts postgame show. Now it's time for our season verses. We got Chris Wallington still down on the field, but we'll start with Rob Payne. What say you, sir?
So if we play the Brownsboro Bears 10 times.
Yes.
The team I saw out here, we beat them 10 times. I mean, I always like to give them a game just for a fluke. I can't really do that in good conscience tonight. I think the Riders win 10 times the way they played tonight.
Chris Wallington.
I think Rob took it right out of my I always like to give them one for a fluke, but I agree. The team we saw tonight, maybe the team we saw in the first quarter, if they could put 4 of those together and the Rough Riders were not playing well, maybe, just maybe, but I'm going to say 10-0. What about you, Holly? What if we play them 10 times, what's our record at the end of the year?
The record of the year, if we play Brownsboro 10 times, could be 10.
Okay, we have 30-0. What about you, Mr. Shires?
We would be 11-0.
Okay, we'll beat them one extra time for good measure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Now you guys have to figure out what your Dairy Queen pick is, other than what you talked about. Let's go here, Holly. When you go to Dairy Queen, what do you order, whether it's salty or dessert?
Typically, I like a Blizzard.
What kind?
Maybe like an Oreo.
Okay.
Classic.
There you go, the classic.
The classic.
Shires.
Absolutely.
I think that's pretty much all of our favorites.
Okay.
All right. Well, that does it from down here on the field. We'll send it back up to you.
All right, everybody. Let's talk about the DQ play of the game. I still think it has to be the Atkinson pick 6.
There were a lot of great plays, but you're right. That was just in and of it. Yeah, that was it.
For 2 reasons. One reason of the spectacular nature of it.
Yes.
But the other thing was, the game, it was still kind of a ball game. It was 21-6. And it's like they get the ball and come out in the second half, and if they go down and score, they can make it 21-14. But that just changed the dynamic.
It did. It took the wind out of their sails, too.
Yep.
I mean, they had gotten a turnover and were moving the ball, and boom, that was just it did a lot of things. And it was a negative in the column for the Bears for several reasons, and they just couldn't recover from it.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks, that's going to do it. We're going to take one more break. We're going to hear from Aurora Concepts, which brings us to the post-game show, along with Center Motor Company, which brings us our player of the game. And then we'll do that. We'll come back with our extra point segment, which will be the final segment of the show. You're, again, watching the Center Rough Rider post-game show live here on NetSN, brought to you by Aurora Concepts.
Life is all about planning, and JBA Financial Services.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
Welcome back to the Aurora Concepts post-game show. In our final segment, where we go to the extra point segment, Stephen Shires, the counselor, with his final thoughts.
Well, next week, we took care of business here. Started a little bit slow, but then turned the heat on, like we said. Atkinson kind of put this thing away there at the end of the first half. But now we go to Athens. Now we go to the game that we all kind of had circled, because I feel like this is the game that is going to determine, who's going to finish in the second spot. Which, once again, we've had Van. They've been in our district. They're a tough opponent. But we're picking our poison, because we'll see what happens. Like Coach says, I mean, when PG and Van play, I mean, that's it's not just going to chalk that up to PG. I mean, because Van is a tough team, but we want to take care of business and be in that number 2 slot, and the way we do that is by taking care of Athens, and it's going to be a interesting matchup. I think it's going to be a close football game. I think on paper, at least, these teams are right there together, and I can't wait.
2 more games left in the Riders District season, and the Riders travel to Athens and then finish at home with Rusk before the postseason. And we want you to be right here with us on NetSN for every play of every ball game. We appreciate you tuning in. That does it for the Aurora Concepts postgame show, and want to thank our pregame and halftime guest, Coach Meeks. We also congratulate our Center Motor Company player of the game, Quincy Simmons. Tonight, our final score: the Riders 49 and Brownsboro 12, which means the Riders are 7-1, and the 2-1 on district as we move to week 9 next Friday in Athens. Remember, Monday night, everyone, join Stephen, Chris, and Larry live at the Pizzeria for the Rick Meeks Show, brought to you by Sabine State Bank. It'll be at 7:30, and an hour before that, catch Larry Pierce for his Piney Woods Coaches Show from the Pizzeria. Please stick around. Right after we sign off, we'll go up to Lee and Clint in the Bowles Feed Blimp for the Batters Law Firm final scoreboard. And now for Chris Watlington, for the counselor Stephen Shires, for the Cuz, Barry Baggett, for sideline reporter Holly Herndon, and for the doctor Randy Collar providing our field level views. This is Rob Payne saying bye for now.
We thank you for watching the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We have a big thanks to our postgame sponsors: Dairy Queen, Wyndham Family Dental, Wiggins Family Farms, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and Tammy Steptoe Realty. And of course, Aurora Concepts, who says, let us take care of you. Stay tuned for the Batters Law Firm final scoreboard live from the Bowles Feed Blimp. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's first down and 7 days to go.
All right, everybody, so that's it for the postgame show. Now it's time for our batter scoreboard. Before we do that, one thing we didn't do, we're going to look at 3 highlights that we have from the game as we get the Bowles Feed Blimp on the line. And here's right at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see what happens.
First and goal from the 4-yard line, and Bluford scrambles into the end zone, and he's in. There's a snap, throw, touchdown Johnson, out after a loss of 3. Quarterback back, now he's got some time.
Oh, he's going to get sacked.
He is covered up.
Oh, no, he gets away. And
he tries to push.
Everyone for joining us this evening. Our county games have some final scores: St. Augustine 17, Shelbyville 39, Tenaha 31, Cushing 8. In the fourth quarter, Joaquin 46, Timpson 37. We have some finals in District 8 as well: Athens 48, Rusk 9, Carthage 55, Bullard 0. And in District 7, Pleasant Grove 27, Gilmer 10, Pittsburgh 0, Van 49. Many thanks to the Batters Law Firm for our scoreboard updates tonight and throughout the season. Remember, if your case matters, it's got to be Batters. And special thanks to the Bowles Feed Blimp, which makes our aerial coverage possible. Bowles is your local source for any and everything you might need for your farm or ranch, or for your vegetable garden or flower bed. You can trust Ken and Cecilia for the products and advice you need. That wraps up this week for our pilot, Clint. This is Lee Porterfield, over and out.
Thank you, Captain Porterfield. Look forward for you flying up to Athens next Friday night. That's going to do it, folks. We'll hear from Batters Law Firm, and then we will see y'all on Monday night, 7:30, for the Coach Meeks Show.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.
Batters Law Firm is